nice little Dairy West beverage that you have right there, Ernest. We are ready for the NACL Costream once more. It's Eric, brought to you by Dairy West, and Ernest, brought to you by Beltran. And we're here for the finals this time. And yeah, the story's been kind of wild, especially with what's been going on in the lower bracket. Lower bracket went the distance. Every single game was played in the lower bracket. So we had 20 games in total before we got to grand finals. Winthrop winning 3 out of those 4 games. The 4th one went CCG's way.
Very unfortunate. As a Winthrop enjoyer, big Winthrop fan this season, it's a very, very unfortunate way for them to go. But that's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. And now we get another, hopefully, good series of Conviction versus CCG. The last series did not deliver. It was a clean 3-0. There was only one game where it felt like Conviction was actually able to win.
It was game number 1.
Exactly, and then 2-3.
Yeah.
Exactly, and then 2-3 was all downhill from there. So let's hope we get a good series today.
I mean, looking at the draft, getting Oriana, pretty awesome. I think it's hyped to also see Shyvana locked in by Dardoch. Dardoch knows how to cook, and even times where CCG have looked bad, Dardoch has been pretty on point. My big worry is going to be Insanity on Kog'Maw. He is a madman on that champion. I know the build I've seen him do, I think he goes Static Shiv into Nashers, and then basically goes a full AP build after that. And then we'll later on style the Static Shiv for Rabadon's Death Cap. That's the game where he set a damage record in NACL and 5th in overall recorded competitive. That's all just to say he's very gross with that champion.
I mean, in the right setting, a very gross champion just to begin with. I'm not expecting it to be the easiest game, given that there's a Nautilus. And Shyvana is actually pretty good adaptation into needing more dive with her ultimate. So I don't think the game's going to be as easy, but then you also have the Karma just dropping massive shields onto you. So we'll see what Insanity can do.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Kog'Maw, to me, the amount of burst you can get from it is actually kind of gross. I mean, that clip of Spyrax getting annihilated, where all he did was exist, and then within 1 second, it was his EQR combo.
Yeah, but if you're a bot laner, you're not allowed to exist. That's just against the rules of the game, okay? Against the rules of the game. So he doesn't go Dusk and Dawn?
He does go Dusk and Dawn.
He does go Dusk
and Dawn. He grabs it.
That's the 3rd one, then.
I think it's the 3rd item, yeah. But I do specifically remember Static Shiv was the 1st item in his build.
Pretty effective, because it procs the on-hit onto the W, which is, you know, percentage HP damage.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot they'd made that change to Static Shiv, to be honest.
Yeah, it just applies all on-hits from everything, passives, items. Also means that it procs the Nasher as well onto every champ that it hits.
I did not bring my glasses. What keystone is that on the cog?
Oh, it's Storm Raider Surge.
Storm Raider Surge? Okay.
Yeah, which I think is pretty good adaptation, given that you'll probably need more survivability. Gives you that little burst of movement speed that you'd get from Phase Rush prior.
Okay, and you know, some of the combos with this as well. If you really want to burst someone down, Vi being on Tomio is the other way around. Tomio being on Vi is pretty significant. Because you pretty much just get a free window to land every skill shot you have.
Yeah, absolutely. The infinite CC machine of Vi. And then you just click R. I think that's pretty much the gameplay. ER, late game, and you kind of just win.
You kind of got that on 2 champions too, because Sniper's playing Ambessa. Just a little bit easier with Vi. Like, you press R, and like, one of the reasons why Vi Ari works so well is it's the free charm, right? Like, you get to follow that up, no problem. I can see it working the same way with Kog'Maw.
For sure.
That range on the, what's it called, Living Artillery?
That's a W, yeah. I think.
Oh.
No, it is the R. You are right. I don't play this champ enough. I do think Kog'Maw, for the longest time, has been and continues to be a very, very good champion. I genuinely think people don't play him because he's just boring, if that makes sense. Like as an AD, like an actual like a bot laner.
As an AD, like the best Kog'Maw metas where when you would have an Enchantress to kind of babysit him. I remember they used to call it the raise the puppy comps.
Yeah.
Because you would take like Lulu or something with Kog'Maw and just, well, if they jump on you, hey, I get to grow you big and polymorph and do all this other
Exactly.
stuff.
Cog Lulu has been quite a duo forever, and it hasn't gone anywhere. Just, I still think it has the that needs. The few Cog players that you have are always, they sport very high win rates usually,
Yeah.
but that's also, you want tricks just generally do that on a champion. But yeah, it's always good. It's just, especially because he's such an insanely good tank shredder, and a bit more beefy actually than you'd expect as well.
Yeah, right now the mid Kog'Maw has been the bigger one. I think you can pretty much thank Dusk and Dawn for that. Like, getting that burst of damage from Sheen is so good in that item.
And that champ, as a mid laner, as an artillery mage, is like always on the cusp. It needs, there's usually like a tweak, one tweak, right, for it to be pushed into being a meta pick. We've seen it in a lot of metas where Kog'Maw just shows up all of a sudden and becomes a pretty regularly picked champion.
Also, like, this is overall really good comp for Conviction. They even got the Ezreal Karma combo, so you're gonna have a hard time dealing with this lane for a while. Damage is there, the poke is there. You get free push, as much of it as you want, and you're forced to just suffer whenever a wave's not there to block the Mystic shots for you.
Yeah, very true. It's just not easy to lane on Kai'Sa in general. And Nautilus as well into Karma is not the best lane, right? Karma's pretty dominant in the lane phase. But I think it's just the adaptation to take Kai'Sa as follow-up dive to try to one-shot the Kog'Maw probably is the idea, right? So you kind of suffer in lane, but then you play for later. Holy Bluetooth auto from Shyvana. What was that? What was that, actually?
Yeah, the new model of Bluetooth, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was distant. I don't know, did she get extended range on her autos, like, you know, with Wukong when he presses his Q, or was that
No way that long, though. That looked out of place.
Or did you just get latency diff there? By the way, Rookie of the Split went to Fiji.
Ooh. Oh, no.
And First Blood went to Tactical.
A very clean tactical, actually.
The year is 2026. It's Tactical versus Cody Sun in the bottom lane for the developmental league.
Some things never change. So you were saying about the...
Oh, yeah. Fiji got Rookie of the Split. Saw a few names there that were pretty close to taking it from him. Redemption, who, I'm trying to remember. He's either Dorado or AMI. I don't remember my rosters well enough, apparently. But I think Fiji deserves it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Fiji is like who I'd consider a role player, right? He plays weak side tanks really well. And he'll just throw his face at a front line and be like, let's ball. But he also has some flexibility in some of his picks. You won't often see him play stuff like Rumble, for example, or you won't see him like on Camille playing fighters or whatnot, but every so often he'll pull out some kind of wacky stuff. I know we got the Singed to start off the season. That was an interesting take that worked out really well for him.
Yeah, I think when you have the likes of Cody Sun as your bot laner, having the role player top really complements the team and the way that it's set up.
Yeah.
With Cody Sun become a pretty aggressive player. Plays for well, not this game though, but Place to win. Okay, that's a kill on only 35. Yeah, place for a pretty, dominant lane phase. So having a player like Fiji complements that greatly.
Yeah.
Means all the jungle resources can go into bot lane.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Dardoch. Oh, Dardoch.
I think especially in the dragon meta, that's a good setup to have, and probably part of the reason why have made it so far and why they've been so successful in NACL.
I think that's what made this team really good to watch for the season. Because like expectations were, hey, they were going to be a middle of the pack team, probably pretty decent, but like not going to wow anyone. And we were all wrong, pretty much. This is second place now that they're top two, I should say, that they're currently in. And I think it just comes down to the flexibility of the players. Like, sure, Fiji is a role player. Aojun, oh god, Aojun's getting the treatment. That is Kog'Maw.
Oh wow!
That is Kog'Maw. Oh look, he's first building Dusk and Dawn too, so he's not even going to go the static shiv this time.
Okay, that's Kog'Maw for you. He did hit everything though, so that's kind of just very well deserved. Go.
Oh, ooh, this is nasty. Wait, didn't Bounty just get taken out too?
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Dardoch who took him. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the treatment begins. But yeah, I was saying like the flexibility of this team around their veterans, I think is what makes them really good.
Yeah.
Because while you do have a role player like Fiji, you do have someone who's very traditional in the control mage play like Aojun. Cody Sun can be a scaler if you need him to be. Play like the old Cody Sun, or you can play like EUS Cody Sun and just try and fight all the time.
We all love EUS Cody Sun.
Whereas Dardoch can very much fit either role. In playoffs, he started playing more carry oriented. Whereas throughout the season, he was kind of facilitating the team. So I think that's what's made the team really work well. Like the veteranship is in the right place where they can pretty much be what the team needs.
Yeah, and they could make pretty flexible decisions around that fact.
To me, in a developmental team, it's always, to me, it's critical to at least have one veteran player. I think in the like 2022-23 era of LCS Academy before we became NACL, we had a lot of teams that followed that philosophy. I think Team Liquid was one of the best ones because they had Arrow, and they had no intention of calling up Arrow. They just wanted him to be there as to be like a pillar for the developmental squad. And sometimes that's all you need, man. Like that wealth of experience does help out in decision making and trying to help them understand what they need to do on the map. Oh, it wasn't Team Liquid, by the way. It was Immortals Progressive that had Arrow. I think later on he went to Team Liquid. Team Liquid's, their veteran trip was around Armeo / Grigny / Grig. Man of many names. Like, that dude did not have hands, but he was really smart on the map. And that's what that team needed. They ended up winning, like, back-to-back titles because of that.
I do remember that he had to come in for Alfari, is that correct?
Yeah, he, I don't think it was Alfari. He came in as a jungle.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot who he stepped in for.
But he did step in for someone, for sure.
Yeah. He's a top laner now, though. Kind of a trip.
Yeah, I'm thinking about your statement more. Because I think so you'd want the veterans at the end of the day. You want to, if it's a developmental roster in that sense, you want to develop the most talent, but having an in-game leader or someone that can give some guidance in-game. Because outside of it, you have the coach, right? That's fine. You can have experienced coaches, you can have experienced personnel, etc., etc. But like in game when it comes down to it and making calls and in certain scenarios, that's where you'd want at least one veteran voice who's been there, someone who doesn't have that same feeling of put under pressure. Can be a pretty big contributor to succeeding, especially for rookie rosters, to have someone who can temper it. Yeah, tacticals dropping.
Yeah, one of the things we used to say among talent in NACL, Tier 2 in general, was like the objective is not to win NACL. That's just a nice little side prize that you can go for. The true objective is to promote into Tier 1.
Yeah.
And you can be on a pretty middle-of-the-pack team and not do that well throughout the season, have kind of a bad win-loss record, make playoffs, and get eliminated right away. But if you had someone who was showing potential on that team, that's a dub.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
But winning is nice too.
Winning's the cherry on top. Winning is the cherry on top. You heard it here watching the finals, and Erick just said, "This doesn't matter. Nobody cares about winning." There's a certain team that winning. No. Within the season.
I wonder who.
Yeah, we wonder who.
Oh, so this is the combo we were kind of expecting. Okay. Oh, does Dardoch not get it? This is going to be tragic if he doesn't. Okay, Cody's son. Second place All Pro, by the way.
To be honest, it was pretty. It wasn't cool. It worked out in Conviction's favor, but Insanity missed a lot. He was off from by.
Yeah.
Like he missed the R, and like, of course you can blame your jungler and say, well, you knocked him out of my R, but he wasn't doing anything within the damage. Maybe
it's the Vi combo, right? You got to anticipate that what follows the R is the Q.
Is the Q, exactly. So you kind of have to line it up with that. So that's kind of on Insanity there. That could have been much better for Conviction. Worked out in their favor, but I don't even think they should have been traded. But
all right, Dusk and Dawn is done. I see an alternator. We're going Rocket Belt second.
of course,
Yeah, right here.
yeah.
Yep.
See, out of the queue, and out of yeah. It's just at that point of all RW procs, like the artillery cost that much.
Trying to refrain. Trying to refrain. Yeah, I had an interview with Aljun talking about how things went for CCG throughout the year. And he was really singing the praises of Dardoch. Like, Dardoch would communicate with Aljun a lot. They would go back and forth about, like, the meta, compositions, different things they can run. And oftentimes when Dardoch would see something, okay,
Good
okay,
pick.
that's a good
For
pick.
only 35.
Only 35. It's crazy that he's 35.
He's only 35 years old, and he's to find the Q there on Nautilus.
He was, it was said that only 35 comes from like a license plate in his hometown. I've been wanting to ask more about that because I'm not really sure what that means. But yeah, only 35.
It's crazy that you can get your license only
Yeah, right.
wherever he's from.
Apparently his old name was only 31. And I'm even more confused. Is this guy age in fours or something?
Could be. Yeah. You don't want to spam name changes, you know what I mean? Riot's not too happy when you do that.
But yeah, before I was rudely interrupted by Insanity dying on my screen.
Tisk. Insanity.
Yeah, Aljun really did sing the praises of Dardoch. Just he's been really good at like communicating with his team and getting them to experiment and try different stuff.
Yeah. Dardog with the Naruto hoodie. W.
He had a bluey one yesterday.
Yeah.
And
The
then
last time we
before
watched
that,
him, he had a Dragon Ball Z one.
Yeah. Telling you, this era of Dardock is great.
Do you remember Feb event?
Yeah.
From EU.
Was he Fnatic?
Yes, he was
Yeah.
Fnatic, right? After that, every time, like I will dominate, he'd always be like, "Oh yeah, I just came back from my garden." He'd be like in this complete Zen phase of like gardening, and like you know,
He's a changed man.
changed man, exactly. Just complete.
I can imagine the same thing being said by Dardock, to be honest. But just talking about his pupper.
True.
He's got the cutest little dog, man. It showed up on stream once.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's one of those little wiener dogs.
Yeah.
What are they called, like Daoshuns?
Gushing, yeah.
I know my dog breeds too well.
No, my dog breeds better, but I don't.
The only thing we ever had in my household was like Shih Tzus, poodles.
Did you just say that on stream?
Hey,
No way. What was it? I used to work in the when I was in high school during the summers. And what was it? But our family always had, and we had a like poodle, and now we have a Jack Russell Terrier. This dog breed, genuinely. You have to be ready. Be very active though, and exercise. And if you don't, like, not quite. Like Huskies have like capacity. In a surprising turn, Russells are apparently like the 4th fastest dogs in the world. And the other, like all the other dogs are like whip, massive dogs, right? But they're very high energy. And if you don't like entertain themselves and just like peace out, they'll be like, okay, like you're not gonna walk me, I'm gonna walk myself.
I like this from CCG. They're constantly putting pressure on Insanity, which I can imagine the Kog'Maw was shown early, so that's why like Nautilus was taken. It does like forfeit the lane a little bit, but the fact that you're just pressuring Insanity, I could make up for it.
Yeah, because it was Karma first, and then it was there's as B2.
Yeah. Which feels a little illegal, but I mean it's working so far.
I mean, it's just the Nautiloid. Nautiloid, just almost always.
Let's alternate her needlessly. That's Shadow Flame, yeah.
I feel like, yeah, the build that he's going is kind of, in a weird way, an acceptance of in the front line too much. It's all about that.
I mean, Shadow Flame is
Yes. Dardock wants it.
Oh my god, Dardock! Oh!
But missed the shockwave.
The shockwave needed to be earlier.
Oh.
Nice.
I see the vid.
That's the second
I don't
pro
necessarily.
dive I was looking for. Yeah, could be just there. Shockwave needed to be earlier. I feel like this has been the story of CCG versus Richmond. They're able to stay even in some of these games, and then it's just one move that kind of throws you away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Where's that coming from?
Okay. Cody-san took out Tactical, and then Bounty took out Cody-san. Okay. I have no idea what happened. Those are just like out of nowhere.
Nautiloid flag? Yeah, how did he get there?
How in the world?
And from that angle.
This is a weird game already.
Yeah, see, there was a immediately lost where Dardog's build is. I'm sure what he's building. So I think he's just building classic cruiser Shyvana.
I think that's what Death's Dance. Yeah,
Should be Death Dance.
Death's Dance and Merchants. He hasn't just finished his tier 2 boots yet.
Sock.
Actually, Death's Dance goes hard here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh my.
Okay, much better.
Okay, that's what we wanted.
Now I see the vision.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy.
Yeah.
That was great. I loved everything about that.
Dude.
Ooh, that had me blushing.
You got you flustered and all. Good play. Now I see what the initial vision was like.
So we got the preview. Now we got it.
Gets both of the carries.
Yeah, I can't believe it got tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever get something like Hexblade on Shyvana?
Oh.
Does she benefit much from that?
No, I think because I don't think he gets CDs on because she builds passively and auto she gets like one. So it, sure if you could with because I think there's no ultimate, it just is you build Fury.
Oh, this is nice. Yeah, Death's Dance is doing.
That's just huge. Especially for that's Shyvana has to play, which is jumping into the middle of their comp.
Survive the burst of the club.
Exactly. Redemption, the inventory. I don't necessarily agree with that one. The point if you get one shot or a Shyvana ball, the redemption's too late.
Do you think Aljum goes Shadow Flame here? Just try and go to the burst.
Shadow Flame.
Now it's Amplifying Tome and Needless.
I think it's probably Flame, and then it's probably Void Staff just for the damage. I think really well placed. Yeah, Costream, that was actually also one of the key aspects of why that dive have Cody Sun being able to dive straight into the fight and carries there. Conviction side.
Yeah, I know Conviction are like favorite to win this. But I hope there's plans to try and actually promote into the LCS individually. I felt like one of the biggest problems we've had from Luminosity was they wanted to promote into the LCS as a team. And like, I'm sorry, but the guest slot is fake. It is very fake. And when DSG were like, what, they were 5th place last year when they were competing to save their slot in the LCS? Like, you're not going against the 8th place team, you're going against the 5th place team.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, that story is not going in favor.
Exactly, because it's the weakest.
Yeah.
And what was it against? The last one they played against was wasn't that the Summit?
Oh, that was such a fun. Oh, so much stuff. They're not able to... Oh, that is smart.
Was it to be made? son. Oh, interesting. Yes.
He angled that poorly.
Oh,
Oh! So frustrating.
Kagura does not have any. So. Oh no, that was tragic.
Hourglass for Algin.
That's also what inside me.
That actually makes way more sense into Vi Abessa.
I agree with Algin going Hourglass. And you're either with you're getting a good shot, doesn't really matter. A lot of instances where he's, if that makes sense.
Oh, I think it's like who's pulling the trigger first.
Mm-hmm.
If Tommy is pulling the trigger on you, I think Hourglass does make a lot of sense. But like, you want to be the team to jump on Insanity.
Yeah.
And now Insanity's building an Hourglass, so that's going to get harder.
Get harder if he makes it. Opportunity. I mean, Sanity was much too clicking the Hourglass when the Nautilus. So when the Scion was clicking R, DG just didn't do well.
Yeah, this is what made it so hard. It's like, if you're pressuring Orianna, you can't do the Shyvana Ori combo. Right here.
So, Insanity these things are Nautilus. The prime opportunity angles are really
Oh, Fiji.
from the side. Angle it up towards the like. What is Insanity gonna tank it? The Cody Sun is just as you.
Yeah.
So just like high pressure is on those split seconds. That's what it looks like.
I mean, Fiji's our rookie of the split, but he also, like, he has rookie mistakes here and there. We got a little bit of it yesterday. There was, like, a moment where he tried to force an engage, and he almost got mobility, but then he threw the cask over mobility and didn't get the knockback. Like, fortunately enough, it didn't matter. They still won that game at the end of the day, but it's just small stuff like that that shows you still developing as a player.
You need like, I mean, I could see making that as well.
Yeah.
Just when you have to make and click,
We all can't be sloppy walrus.
all can be sloppy.
Bomba.
The boss FFL. Sounds though in 369 for sure. It sounds.
369. Damn you fine. Saga to me one more time. This is still not over though. This is an interesting game. Yeah.
The players, fortunately, zone is really harder.
Yeah.
As teams are equal, it's just execute that team.
I think this is where vision control is going to be huge. Like, if CCG can get the surprise onto Insanity, you will get a guaranteed shockwave. The very fortunate thing about, like, the Dragon's Descent is it fears as well as dives you in. And during that fear, you can't Hourglass. But, like, to get that jump, you need vision control badly in this game.
Yes.
Only 35 needs to drop 35 words. Jeez. That's illegal. That's illegal.
like, we don't need Ocean Soul to win this game. We do want more gold. They take the Baron. They're going to drop the Soul, immediately start pressuring this top side. So then get CCG to respond. And CCG responding in full. Alju got the wave in bot. He's actually going to cancel his base, continue to push. So it's the 45 in the base. CCG tries to play defense.
I think they're going to lose this in-hit tower as well.
Yeah, they canceled the recall of the cat. They're split. They did not respond to this well. They did not respond to this well.
Slow response from CCG doing permanent damage in the top side. Now only 35 on the flank here. He might just get caught. You can't do that. That's TP coming in as well.
Only 35?
No, that's the depth
That's good.
They deflect some of the engage. Only 35.
If he got a pick, it would have been fine, but
This one.
He goes down into zombie form and won't find anything else because of it. It's going to be a 4v5
Oh, no.
going to this dragon.
The ocean.
Again, I think CCG, they really
Infinitely
need to have cohesive
these five.
engages. That's one where the team will split. And Conviction put them in a hell of a bind with that Baron. But the response, not good enough for CCG. I think in hindsight, you've got to, maybe you keep Dardoch to see if he can hit the Baron on spawn, base the rest. But I don't think Alju can be stuck. He is the wave clear. He has to respond to the Baron push. And CCG just, they didn't want to give
Now
up that
CCG
soul because they understand its soul.
in the backseat.
Play defense against it, but in the end, you just end up giving Conviction everything. They
Kind of a.
get the top order, they get a kill.
I don't know. How to play. I mean, at that point, you vision on the bot side. You have to protect the top side. I think it's a big pick a play there on the full team.
yeah.
Have the setup.
I think they're feeling the game is at least at a bigger deficit than it actually is. So they might just be feeling the need to make a play. I don't know.
Yeah, Fiji gonna get forced out now, but that ambassador has scaled up. And of course, Insanity problem on the Kog'Maw. Zanya's before he goes.
You gotta know Kog'Maw's gonna get nerfed into oblivion eventually.
Combo that's really hard to stop.
They will be to blame.
Yeah.
They really need to get off.
115k damage, can't have that.
Play off that Redshine here in a sec. Dodge out of some tracks. Might have an angle where that's up before the dash from Tactical, but
There's definitely more
next not the case. Tactical can
than AP Cog.
interaction again as the siege continues.
Like Conviction are doing everything right here.
Or mid-inter-
Like they're playing it almost like it's 3 lanes, right? You got some in the mid, some in the bot, but they're also using this like little tunnel that you have in the jungle.
Kind of case one said. One is actually it's kind of you. In a sense, you're just pulling them to the side and you're actually playing 2 lanes.
Yeah.
They're never playing full 3 lanes. Picking 2. Okay. Where's the?
Oh, no shockwave.
That's really well played by Sniper to get out. Sanity does so much damage to the side.
Then-
Sun going in. He didn't go
No shockwave.
He went in for Sniper. He didn't go for
Collision.
the charge. He
Up.
backline, which at this point of the game, I really think he has to find.
Just sitting on the
Taking down
sidelines.
taking down
Oh, I'll still give credit to Sniper because if you saw him, he used his public execution on Fiji to get out from the fight,
more cautious fight
which
there.
was pretty smart.
Gonna go for the all-in.
Otherwise, he goes down and then you get a single pick for CCG.
Yeah.
Can connect the backline.
Also for CC. That's created
Shockwave, but that was a
Yeah.
decent look.
uh
Got some
lead some
Tactical did
siege.
turn flash there. Created for a flash as well.
Such a contentious place to be
no sorry.
in this moment for CCG. It felt like they had some things going for them.
How's
Combos
from the
just
sound?
have not
The mics are on.
try again.
Stream's on.
They're going to be looking to an invade into the enemy red side. Jump
There is once again not sound.
There's no sound.
Lost your objective spawn.
2.5 minutes. What do you want to do?
I mean, we might have to finish the fact the 90-second split between Baron and Elder does mean that I think Conviction could give a go.
Is my thing muted? No.
Now, so if they want to
It's on.
and step away damage you take.
Studio mics twice.
Fastfield's also just destroying things now. Almost full build.
That Insanity's W on the Baron.
Once he gets his rabbit on,
He working overtime. Yeah. I think some of the scaling has really kicked in for Conviction just between the Magma, the Karma, and some of these luxury items making it more difficult for CG to execute. Wombo combo, break, double artillery duo.
Good sound.
the strategy though.
Oh,
Just a bit weird.
Very
Mic
well
popping.
what
it is weird.
be doing coming into the game, and they've been able to execute it. Obviously, big caveat to the Cypher escape there, where he was on the edge of his life and able to use BG as a play tool. But they have really been able to manage the wrongs that could happen and really
Overlap now.
end of it by the end there. At least
Yeah.
so far. 2,000 gold lead fluctuating there. They are definitely in the driver's seat.
Doing their best to take the steps and making rows onto this Baron. We'll see how difficult it is to tackle holding the line. TP coming in from Insanity.
Got a beat going to.
He gets
Just
knocked out.
Yeah,
Something
this is
to look
jamming.
at. They haven't started off this Baron. They don't want to sign themselves up to a cliff. I think they really feel like they can win this standoff.
Make a song out of this.
CCG, they've at least evened up the wave and are going to try and take the fast track to
What's
this
the popping sound?
Start shifting control over to this Elder.
Five-man group.
I'm gonna try rebooting my mic. Maybe.
CCG with the big
Should do more.
descent combo. And all the tankiness they have, but they have to be careful. It is. There's the living artillery being used really well by Insanity, and now
Wait,
CCG, they gotta
what's
find
going on
a
here?
way out of this one. They gotta find a way out. They gotta find the escape ladder, and maybe it's just
What's
go
going-
in.
Wait, how are
It's a good offense. Dardoch
How'd they get over there?
It's a double knockup with that same
Okay.
snap, and now they're focusing on Dardoch. It is single target focus now at only 35. He goes down. Cody Sun trying to assassinate, but Cody Sun can't do it. Beasley's going down.
Yeah, that's
Double
game.
kill. Tomio splashes with the
G.
breaker on the back line, and it's triple
The world?
Kung Fu for Insanity, and that
Oh,
should
no.
just be the game for Conviction. They can move to whatever they want.
I just think when Cody hops into these fights, he's got to find the fight end. That was a tough scenario for CCG.
Yeah.
Getting into a little Australian
Yeah,
side.
he wants to move it right
red
now.
side being below blue.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I really think the last few fights, between Cody's build and the spots where he's taken to go in,
What about now?
he hasn't autoed enough. I think that when you go in as Kaiser, you kind of have to auto DPS your way through the fight. Regardless, Ocean Soul, the scaling of Conviction, too much for CCG to deal with in this game one. And we saw it.
Yeah.
That Wombo combo coming in, but not enough to find themselves this first game.
It was an innovative draft, so Conviction stands tall at the end of it, and it is a game victory for Conviction.
Well played from them. I think that you have a really strong identity, as you were kind of highlighting, Gazelle, when you take Ogma, Ezreal, Karma, and boy oh boy, do we always see that combo scale up throughout the game. And Cogma into the Scion is doing so much
the
damage
wave.
with those auto attacks.
Oh my god, you can use
The
Mazel's
percent
chest for a
health
whiteboard.
scales with the AP too. I think I saw 4 auto attacks going to the Scion that last fight, and he was at half health. That is a Scion, by the way. We're doing that too. So Scion and Ezreal usually really happen games.
Do you get a white race?
Ezreal doesn't want to go for that.
Put the marker on.
That was a game with that call. And you know it's coming from CCG. Well played by Insanity. They picked Scion into the Cogma, of course, but the ability to deal with that in the comp. Well played by
I
Conviction.
don't know how I feel about
And it
Cubby's
wasn't
under.
even just the like abilities used; it was his moves, man. He
Well,
was
my
constantly
pack is
like barely escaping. So many of them from only 35.
Speed
CCG
up.
gonna have to go back to the drawing board and see what they can bring to us in game number 2, as we will see there on the other side of this break.
It looks like Tech Bro that's part of Elon's entourage.
Oh. Stream. Ratio.
There should be batteries over there. So just talk about it.
Trim, edge, and shave with
Gotta
Philips
be
Norelco
put
One
here.
Blade. One tool for all
Who's this?
you need.
This blinking
Philips Norelco One Blade presents Shave
thing.
All Furs.
I don't know.
Make a song out of this.
Your style made simple with Philips Norelco One Blade 360.
What you think of these comps?
Okay, no more blinking. Is it better? Maybe it was the battery. This was blinking in and out. Didn't notice that it happened midstream.
You don't like what?
Okay. So maybe it is. Maybe it was the battery going out midway.
I don't know. I was liking the idea of the Oriana Shyvana combo. Yeah.
And the only way they got anything was actually Shyvana ulti, like on rip. Yeah.
I like the idea of it because like there were times where it worked pretty well using the Shyvana as like a makeshift Nocturne. But the problem that I saw was like Vi Ambessa can just pressure the Oriana away from the Shyvana and take that combo away completely.
Like, yeah,
See, like that right there. That was one of the. Snot rocket. Yeah, it's AP cog. Yeah. Yeah, like this fight right here is exactly where that happened. Like, Dardoch went for the engage, but instantly you had Ambessa Vi on top of Aljum, and he couldn't do shockwaves. Like, this was cool. I really did like this. But in order to get that, you have to have, like, dominant vision control. And if you don't, then they see you coming from a mile away and poke you down. The problem I had was, I don't like the Scion and not. I feel like you're forfeiting the bottom lane, first off. And, like, the Scion's just not getting onto Kog'Maw. Yeah.
Well, they have to be very aggressive bot lane for it to actually work.
Was Jarvan banned? Yeah.
Jarvan was banned.
Oh.
Blue side banned it.
Because there's been more teams trying to figure out, like, if we're not going to get the Knockwave combo, what can we do to replace it? I know one of them has been the Fury. People have been trying that out more. So I think this is just another continuation of, like, who's going to deliver the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kaisa was in Ezreal, if I remember correctly. Because it was Karma B1.
Karma B1, then Ezra, Cog, 2-3. Shyvana was like very late. It was like second rotation adaptation.
To me, it doesn't make sense to go like Isonaut into Ezreal Karma and then go Shyvana.
Yeah. What would you have picked instead for jungle?
And regarding the Zen, you can go like anything that wants to fight.
Zen was open, I think.
A lot of teams have been letting Zen kind of slide. It's starting to get banned against Dardoch here and there. Let's see if I can.
I mean, you can even take the vine, no? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
I would really pick, but like basically what you're doing is you're like at, especially if you're taking the buy, right? Once you're double, unless you're like level 1 or 2, or you want to just, right? And I assume that was trying to survive. So it was like, I don't know, like buy will just be better at fights, so you'll never trying to get on union advantage, and you're never going to
Mic'd up.
you're never going to be in this position where you can take an advantaged fight, which is what you need for the Kaisa not falling into Ezreal Karma to work.
I'm trying to find the draft order right now.
But that said, I'm not a person who likes talking about draft a lot.
A lot.
No, we know that in the game of League of Legends, it's always draft gap and never anything else, and it's never performance, and it's never, it's always just draft. Always.
We always blame our coach. You know?
Always blame the coach, and it's always
Yeah.
the draft issue.
I mean, it's fine to blame the coach. I don't care if you blame coach.
Always blame the coach.
That's low-key the coach's job, not to be blamed for everything.
No, it's like that's part of the job.
Yeah. I think it is actually, in a weird way, a better environment for the players if
You
they.
get blamed for everything, and if the players do good things, then it's like they did it, you know?
The coach never gets the credit, but always the blame. I think that's, in an ideal world, that's how it works.
I actually don't mind that. Like, even as a coach, I never mind like that dichotomy. Like, I'd rather people pick up players and say good things about them. Because, I don't know. Coaches do a lot, but low-key, we're supposed to be like more mature people with more life experience and more like options.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if players get blamed for stuff and they get fired or whatever, they have less options, I think, and alternatives. Like, unless they have parents who will let them just go home, which a lot of players end up doing that. Like, it's really hard because it's hard to go pro if you don't have a safety net like that.
Yeah. That's very true. I mean, in the just in general, like
How much
how
is
pro
that
scene
chance?
works for like League of Legends specifically, because there's so little money comparatively in like college scenes and etc. It is really you're either going full pro when you're like 18,
Yeah.
which means you're sacrificing everything, right? You just have high school. There's like no
I've done
safety net unless you have an inherent safety net from your family, just like in place.
And obviously, like, a lot of these guys, I mean, there's newer faces now, but
Yeah.
a lot of these guys have been around for a bit, but, like, there are so many players who, they make that deal with their parents, right? They graduate high school, and they said,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to take a gap year, and their parents just kind of, like, that story is very common, especially in NA. Where
Yeah.
It's like, I'm taking a gap year, and if I can't get on, like, a good team within that year, then I'll go to school, right?
Yeah.
And then once I go to school, I'll do, like, a Maryville or something if I'm really serious about it, so, yeah.
Yeah.
I was finally able to get the draft order. It was a Karma B1, then R1, R2, Ori not, then Cog Ez, which ended up closing out part 1. Then you get the B4 Ambessa.
B4.
Yes.
Did I say that right? I'm doing my order wrong.
So Karma.
I'm
Ezreal,
sorry.
Cog.
R, yeah.
So we just went full poke, which is why they went like full dive engage. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think you have to. If you see like 1, 2, 3 all poke, you do kind of have to go like hard engage. Because you want like a frontliner like Sion, because everything else will just get eviscerated by the poke damage. And you want like something that can reliably get onto the poke champions, otherwise you have nothing to do. But the fact that they basically also have like 0 winning lanes with that draft is pretty bad.
Yeah. I also think like, well, the B5 was Vi, so you had a chance to take away the Vi if
Yeah,
you
you
did
could've
want to
taken
go
the Vi.
something
Yeah,
Dive-y,
those might take because they R5'd Shyvana, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
R5
yeah.
Shyvana.
And I think almost anything is better than like Shyvana. I don't know. Maybe my knowledge of Shyvana is outdated. It's very possible because I haven't looked at her in detail. And I know she's had like a lot of
Oh,
changes
yeah.
this year.
She's been reworked.
But I mean, like usually Shyvana fits into one of like 3 categories. One is like bruiser, 1v1 heavy split style, and the other one is like heavy farm, full clear, like poke sort of AP vibes. But her kit itself just doesn't have the tools for like hard engage and fighting early. Like her fight doesn't typically get good until she ults, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
and so unless they change that fundamental thing about her identity, then I don't really know.
They did
They
a
did,
slight
actually.
change.
They did?
They did somewhat. So I'd say like kind of they retained it, the scalings are there, like kind of the AP poke is gone. Her Bruiser S, she's actually pretty strong, levels 1-3 now, in terms of like being able to face up against champions. So into the Vi, thematically, that's a better matchup because she now has like built-in shield. She has built-in like 2 auto like resets, speed, etc. So she's pretty
into
good.
like shield.
Yeah.
Though. So I think I don't know. I think it depends on the numbers. I'd have to look at them, but
I think
mean, she
they're in a
doesn't-
pretty good place right now for early game. She's
And-
much stronger than she used
And
to.
now when she ults, when she hits, it fears the spot she hits now.
so she still doesn't have like CC before 6, right?
No.
Ulti is the only CC
Yeah.
that she has. Yeah.
So that's like the only CC, which fundamentally, if you're doing like your Kai'Sa Nautilus lane, you're more looking for like crowd control.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting though, because I'd have, like I said, I'd have to look at the numbers, but my assumption would be that like almost anything is better. There's a draft though, hooray!
Was that R1 Lucian?
That's
No, that was R1 Lucian.
Yeah.
There's Amelia though, because it
Yeah.
still has the. This bot lane is still like really good in
Yeah.
theory, and I think if you're playing into Caitlyn and you know they're gonna go like long range, it's not. It's like the same kind of thematic idea.
Yeah.
I assume that CCG play like a lot of these dive fight bot lanes. I also just cannot. I mean, I know you told me that like Cody-san
It's different now.
fights now, but
Yeah.
like I just can't imagine him.
It's
being
so
able-
weird.
No, but
it's
it's-
so weird.
I'm just saying the method of 2-3 years, Europe, EUS, forget, works. You know, it works.
Father, they had me
And
play
now
1,000
he's
Draven
actually
games.
like, after like 5,000 games of having a
really like-
Nautilus Leona, he just goes in.
I really like the Cassio and Delusion though.
That's very true.
That's really nice. Yeah, I think it's gone okay so far. I
Yeah,
don't know.
if you don't know, they do it now where you can pick your side, but you also pick who starts first.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That one I'm aware of.
it confuses me from time to time when I look at drafts and I'm like, wait, what do you mean R1?
Yeah, no. It's Caitlyn. So yeah, it was R1 first and then Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Cassio.
And, yeah. I mean, you could also, it's not bad. Like, really good Caitlyn's with really good trap placement can also be good against Lucian. It's just that typically I would think the Lucian is like a better, it's just, you're not winning lane versus Kate unless you pick like an Ashe or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or you just take longer range. Ezreal's out. Ezreal's pretty good
Yeah.
matchup in the Caitlyn. Or you just take a mage.
you can't really take longer range than Kate.
Well, unless you opt into a mage, that's like the only
Yeah.
Yeah.
caveat.
Then you can also one shot and
Mm.
you don't have to trade as much.
What about Anivia in this context? How do you feel about that?
Nivea?
Yeah.
It's just into. Don't like it into Caitlyn as much, but it's fine into like Cassio. I think is what it is.
Mhm.
It's just trying to trap the short range.
Yeah, it's really hard for Cassio to play fights because like later on Cassio will not play side that well, right?
Yeah.
She kind of gets out scale in a side. So if you go like an Anivia and a top lane, they can split more. Pretty good combo into Cassio. Let's see, but they have like all ranged with Sedge on 4-5 now. So I'm assuming, especially because they have sniper rights, they're gonna go for a bruiser top.
Probably gonna go for something tankier for CCG. Because that's what Fiji's been like as a player.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
Fiji's-
assume like sniper's gonna be bruiser right. We'll see.
Yeah, Fiji is a tank player through and through.
Yeah, the Ornn. Yeah, Ornn comes
Yeah.
through. That was my thought exactly there.
You know, it's not bad into Kit either. Don't hate. The only thing I would dislike about like the smolder top would be like just Sejuani's.
It's the
Not a good-
most anti-Sejuani combo.
Yeah. The vein.
Okay, we're still in that direction though.
We're committed.
Yeah.
And I guess they're more just thinking of it as, oh, we need frontline somewhere. So Tomio won't play Sejuani. For a while, like Tomio was very much like Maokai Sejuani only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah. Just so funny to me. But it's like, I saw Tomio just do stupid things like cancel his auto 3 times, clearing a camp or something. I'm just like,
Clearing camps is hard. They dodge and they do all these things. You know what I mean?
no, it's
Yeah.
just funny because Tomia is like really good mechanically at a fundamental level, but sometimes his brain just turns off. It's
On like the more simple stuff.
happens to the best of us, you
Yeah.
know. Is what it is. Yeah.
What do you think? Which comp would you want?
Honestly, CCG's is easier, I
Mhm.
think, to execute, even with like
Yeah.
Lucian, Emilio being the thing. I think I don't really like Bard as a response to Emilio. It's not my biggest. I don't think it's that good. Like I think Emilio still wins that. I think Bard with Caitlyn is also kind of weird synergy. I'd rather do. I think Lucian Emilio will give like good reset potential, and to let Lucian just play further up than he normally would be able to. They have a lot of burst potential. I don't know. We'll see. I think the Vayne. This might be like a free Vayne game though. Let me see. Who's their jungle pick?
Wukong.
Wukong?
The Vayne's playing into Wukong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be pretty free. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of easy CC to land on the Vayne, right? So
No,
she
it's
just gets to
actually-
glide.
It's actually a pretty free Vayne game. So
Yeah.
that's worth noting. So I don't know. It might still be like literally they could just win off of the Vayne pick alone.
Yeah.
Kind of depends on how they play it, but the rest of the comp I like.
I know a lot of people, a lot of teams have been going the 1-2 punch with a Cape Bard because it sets up like easy traps, Tempered Fate, Cosmic Binding.
I just don't like it into like Lucian Emilio. I don't think it's as good. Or the Emilio pick. I think Emilio just thwarts a lot of things Bard would want to do for Caitlyn. So
I mean, at the very least, you can't Breath of Life the Tempered Fate.
you can't, but you can like reset. Like Bard's range is like not that long, right?
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can reset if Bard goes in for a snare. You can like for the snare trap combo. Like Emilio, I think will out-sustain Bard and his Cocos, you know? I still call them Cocos, even if he's not wearing the winter skin, you know?
I literally called him that yesterday. I didn't know what the name was, so I was just like, yeah, the little hot cup of
Yeah.
chocolate, yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, the hot chalk that he drops.
The hot chalky.
The hot chalky.
yeah.
No, I feel like Emilio's pretty underrated duo partner for Lucian because it's usually Nami that takes precedent over that. But the extra range on Lucian actually does a lot for the Lucian because he's pretty short range.
And I don't know what the Lucian meme meta in NA is right now, if it's still like... For a while, like Lucian actually had a pretty good win rate in tier 2 and a really bad win rate in tier 1.
There's some back and forth available there.
Because he's not.
I actually remember this, yeah. It was where teams were still picking it and it was like 0-9 or something like that.
Yeah, in LCS, but
Yeah.
in tier 2 it was actually like pretty consistently winning.
And then like everywhere else in the world, it was like OP.
Yeah, it was just like literally NA tier 1.
Mm-hmm.
And tier 2 NA has always been scrappier a bit in LCS,
Uh-oh.
at least in the past.
But
Neo's here to maybe hover or cover, but he's gonna go look for that.
I mean, Lucian is. Because the defining factor of Lucian, where he has the advantage, is when you match up that mid. In the mid game, you match up mid with the other AD, and he just gets to like pop his culling, completely like shred your HP, and then you either concede the priority, and this is like.
Or he'll into,
Yeah, you either concede priority or you just stay there and die, right? And that's a big advantage that he gets. He almost like guarantees priority for when you want it in the mid lane into the enemy bot laner.
And this is like the wave crash bot where like CCG should be able to start fighting. Yeah, okay.
Yep, Cody
Oh
said those.
my god, yeah. I'm telling you, he's a changed man.
He is a
If
change
you don't
man.
play it like that, you're gonna lose the lane the entire game.
Yeah.
You have to play this lane like this.
Fishing on the bounty, not gonna be able to clean this one up, but a win for the CCG.
Can you Orn W out of Tempered Fate?
In our playoff bracket, we have not seen
The Unstoppable?
in one of these games. So
I mean, if you, unless it's, I mean, I don't think you can if the stasis is already triggered.
team for the year, but
No, but like as it's about to hit.
Yeah,
that their bot lane has
sure.
one that's
You could just 4W out of the range if that's what you're asking.
No, he means bellows breath. If it hits, does it stop?
Yeah.
The tempered fade. I don't know what the interaction is, because Bard R is obviously super unique.
Didn't really lose much of
Because his E's the dash.
range when
Yeah.
he went down. So a little bit of something
Yeah.
back and forth. But
W is the
leading
bad.
Yeah.
I already see the tech that Orn is going for, and I'm pretty happy to see it. So he took Eri, and he's going to build Bramble, and Bramble procs Eri on every auto from the
Wait,
lane.
really?
Actually, yes,
That's
it does,
big.
because it deals back
Yeah,
damage,
yeah.
and that procs the Eri. So, bit of tech from the Orn.
Orn, the Orn, secret Orn expert.
Yep. Secret Orn expert.
which it was just
Oh, he's going the serrated Dirk first item too.
You see where
spread out the options a little.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna buy it, and he's gonna sit on the serrated Dirk forever.
Yeah, and then he goes Essence Reaver after.
yeah, this is more, because it's just, even if you're not playing like in the last game,
Mm.
like, if you're playing this side of the matchup, you're just go versus all in more often. Even just walking over a ward like that, like you see exactly what happened, right? Like he walks over a ward, immediately knows from their reaction, he goes there, and then like Sejuani instantly just shows, or instantly just like walks down, like kind of screws up her own pathing because she knows that CCG is building big wave.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy. And then as Nivea has Pryos, they're just like, yeah, okay,
Kit and caboodle over here.
vibes. Well, I guess what I'm saying is just like Wukong just has to show, right? Like, and it kind of messes up their entire game plan.
That's gnarly.
Interesting angle from Sandy, but
It was enough to get Tomio
Because
the
dragon,
dragon,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Faded the entirety of CCG in that play.
Tomios my,
That is such a
my god. Doesn't matter. All that extra work doesn't matter.
dragon, but they abandoned it to try and
We
find
baited out 2 pinks. Doesn't matter.
dragon goes
True.
Tomio, and that's a lot of time.
Again, this is the fakest 6th seed in the history of NACL.
They set and
Oh,
set
it's gonna be,
Yeah.
that's fair.
waves, so only gonna lose so much.
Tomio Insanity is a combo.
Gonna be the goal. Whoever gets this does get
I mean, they also got an tactical bounty at like the very end of regular split.
I mean, the old trio was what? Fake God, Tomio, Zazel?
Yeah.
Oh no, Dardock failed the W over the wall.
Oh,
With the flash play, and he gets the kill in a dark.
that's heartbreaking.
He didn't get the W over the wall. I'm not
My
sure
unk is
how
washed.
it's a misclick.
Oh, me realizing that my code is washed, man.
Actually, I'm just realizing this is the Unk Wars.
For Dardock, as it goes from what looked
The Onk Wars is crazy.
Unk.
Dardock for sure, but who's the other Onk?
Yeah.
Dardock, Cody Sun, Insanity, Tactical.
Yeah, that I would classify those as Unk. I was like scared that you were classifying like
Sniper?
Tomio or
Yeah, those are my thoughts. Yeah.
It's like that's anyway.
We had to put a clear definition on Unk.
We have to make it clear. Like I can't feel insecure about this.
I mean, one of my friends the other day told me that he's like, you know, let's face it, you're Onk for League of Legends terms, and I was like, thanks, bro.
Did I tell you what the middle schooler said to me?
No.
What?
So there's a middle school camp right now for Boise State, and Veronica asked me to like talk to them about the pro scene for like an hour or something. So I'm sitting there and I said, yeah, I did League of Legends, which probably not a game that you guys play a lot of. And, and one of them said, yeah, my grandpa used to stream that game. I haven't felt one like that in a while. That one I definitely felt.
If you've been tuning into our latest streams, you know what I call Eric. My thwonk.
My flunk.
That's my twin and my Onk at the same time. Thwonk.
It's a good one. I like it.
They did get all threes, so that is at least a nice bounce back.
I've been hearing more and more combination slang. I think one of my favorites right now is ball knowledge being ballage.
Ballage.
Okay, so this is kind of what we expected. Most of the advantage for CMV right now is just on sniper.
Committed so many resources, and they don't
Yeah, but they're bleeding out a lot to the Caitlyn and bot lane now for this play.
miss out to and potentially go
Yeah, like she's getting. I didn't even realize. 'Cause
Yeah, she's been hitting for the last minute.
CCG was it CCG or yes, yeah, it was. CCG yesterday did like a really, really weird top overload. I think it was in game 3 when they did the comeback. Right before the like when the comeback started, the incomplete comeback.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I was like very alarmed by that with the Yorick or whatever. That was kind of weird. It's a similar situation.
As these attempted plays from them haven't worked. Good defense by Sniper on the top.
Was that the overload where they started with a Winthrop dive, and then CCG?
Off the team that is trying to make these plays.
It was like a failed dive, and CCG followed up.
Positives, but also so
I think so, but it was like, I think it was the Yorick, and they just had everyone up there, and then Walton was just farming free solo on the other side, and I was like,
Oh, that was when Cody's son was just in the bot lane, right?
oh, it was, yeah, okay, so it was the other way around. But I was like, this, I remember, I think I literally messaged you, like, that overload top was terrible.
And it's just a continuation of what we've seen.
Yeah, I remember that because they sent everyone but Cody's son, and just Cody's son
Split against
was chilling for the longest time.
There was just like
It was a solo player game for him.
there was just like there was like half a wave top, and they were still forcing it.
Tier 2 finals in the longevity of his career, but I know
Cost fallacy.
it's also the first
Sunk cost fallacy. You know what isn't a sunk cost? The Philips and Relco One Blade. Sponsored by Philips and Relco One Blade.
Nice.
look at Aljun with
They
another
sponsored themselves, apparently.
That is not a sunk cost.
support right now.
Yeah, we're just straight up denying the Nvidia now.
Step for a lot of these guys.
Don't mess with all.
Yeah, they never mess with Dunk. Yeah, Nivea's in a top spot.
I think that, you know, on one hand, you can speak of the positives.
I mean, I don't know if I told you, but like when I started casting Academy, it was for Team Liquid. Insanity was on that team.
Yeah.
That was 2019.
I remember when we were doing tryouts.
In spite of what was a bumpy regular season, these
It
playoffs
was like 100
returned
at the end of
expecting out this
2019, and we had Insanity play. We were trying to decide if we wanted to swap like, rosters halfway.
Who was the mid laner at that time?
Oh, Sligo Insanity was what we had with Sligo. We thought about offering like
Not connecting for CCG.
Sligo and Insanity.
far too easy.
Yeah, remember when you said freest Vayne game?
Yeah.
It is so free.
Well, I'm actually kind of surprised at how big the mid gap is. Like that's pretty crazy.
I mean, Alger got caught out twice by Tomio.
Yeah.
Ganking, and that just kind of accelerated the
But
Cassio.
the Anivia should be good though. Like you shouldn't be putting yourselves in situations where you have to do that, where you're like overextended or anything. And I don't know. Like CNV were putting a lot of attention and a lot of control around bot side. Like they dropped 2 pinks, Tomio kept leaning, and the fact that CCG still couldn't get anything mid for that is kind of crazy.
Also, this is going to be a really late Rod of Ages. He doesn't even have his blasting one yet. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, it does now. But Alger hasn't really. It's been a pretty poor series thus far from him. The Ori gameplay also left a lot to be desired.
That's fair.
So-
I mean, I think I was excited to see Aljun in NACL. Like, he was pretty interesting.
I
Young, many moons ago.
remember. I remember he was part of that original CCG roster from last year. The one that had, it was like Breezy, Array, Dardock. I forget who their top was, but it was still a pretty decent top. And I thought that team was going to be pretty stacked, and they ended up finishing like 6th at the end of the season.
Been, like, from what I've seen, there's been like some decent rookie mids in NACL. Well, not rookie, I say rookie lightly, like basically anyone not on.
Aljun's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a rookie with an extra year.
I used Unk and not Unk.
So they're not Onk, they're rookie. They're a rookie. Okay.
The not Unks. The not Unks. There's some promising not Unks.
But from what we heard, Dardock wanted to work more with Aljun specifically, which was part of this roster build.
Yeah, I think he's been the difference maker in a lot of those finals. Like going back to the
And you say sophomore. Alger plays for who?
one, or it was
The Collegian?
He played for, I think, the original CCG roster, if I remember
He's
correctly.
saying sophomore, meaning like his second year in NACL.
Ah, okay.
He's a sophomore in college.
Yes.
maker in that series, as those were two pretty good teams.
It's like so hard for me to watch the mini map from this angle, so I'm literally just like,
The heavy favorites coming in, going up against
what is happening?
trying to make it
Oh, Aljun's getting the treatment, man.
Yeah.
So, is that Bane solo bot? Gosh, it's so
Man, I can't
Yeah, let's just say yes. I don't see her anywhere else.
It
That's
looks
it must be.
Bane, like the icon that's it's just
Yes.
moving off.
No, there's a cutoff on that lane as well.
Yeah.
So.
The back and reset
Yeah, it's Bane. Okay.
ahead of the
I was telling Ernest earlier, but I really hope that this Conviction squad doesn't have the same goals as what Luminosity had last year.
I'm actually wondering if it wouldn't be the worst idea to just like have Anivia go whatever lane.
saving grace. It feels
It
like for
is?
Conviction so far today. It's been full
At the very least, you have like space and zone control, and she's like low enough range that you can just stall her, right? Like you can just ult and then stall her push wherever. So she doesn't get free. Whereas like she's just gonna get free gold, and she's gonna constantly like force Ornn out here
okay. He doesn't.
over and over.
I guess the problem is that the Ornn has full armor, right? And then
Oh,
you have to match with the
no.
Calcio. It's like the
Leave Aljun
Oh.
Something
alone.
that they would have had.
Leave him alone.
consider prior.
I'm
And
serious.
Yeah, tactical on the other side of the wall, or at least on the other side of the.
You have to build some armor in the lane, but also like I would say build Bramble. Even building like
Shots coming down the line.
This is cruel.
armor doesn't do that much against Bane.
yeah, sure.
She does the true damage.
I mean, Frozen Heart's good because it's reduced attack speed. That works
Like
very well.
Bramble, Frozen Heart, like both of those are fine, but I would build like maybe one of them. And if you're thinking about matching Nivea's or having Nivea match.
Of course, that first brick was secured by Conviction on the bot side. Aljun did his best,
We'll see.
but no getting out of that scenario once the setup came in. So
But
we
I
see
think
CCG
your primary
find something
focus
not
as
as
CCG
much
needed to
Conviction
be.
pick up on that
It's just difficult because the last two games they've sort of
Dragon. All right, we got a pretty.
given themselves drafts where you have to have jungle attention on opposite sides of the map because you have to stop Bane from snowballing,
I have for you is
and you have to
a central
allow Lucian Relio to like fight bots. So
a mangrove
it's just difficult. Obviously, they can't really predict the Vayne.
and the obviously.
I don't know. I see. I'm playing against Sniper. I'm just gonna assume he's gonna play some
I know what you want to say.
yeah.
Some BS, so to say. But you know, our
Bull bladder.
some bull butter, some bull sheet of paper.
Wow, we're doing really good at it.
But
Oh, gross. Is that double headshot?
I don't know. There's at least one.
Because he got the auto headshot from the cupcake
trap.
trap. Yeah.
but especially if you're playing against Team All Pro 2 Sniper top lane.
Yeah.
Eric, thoughts?
I'm very upset about that. I don't think snipers should be second team all pro.
Okay. You should be first team.
No. Should not be on the list. Don't get me wrong, sniper's good. He's showing up in playoffs. But in the regular season, getting solo killed by Arbrio and Decoy is unforgivable.
All I'm saying is I'm seeing 1v9 right now. So
You're wrong, exactly, Eric. You're wrong.
kidding. It's not a 1v9.
It's a regular season award.
It's a free Vayne game anyway. If he's not in this position in this game with this draft, then he's bad. So.
That's when you hang up the most.
3 solo kills. Arbrio.
Fiji is a not unk as well, so you know he should be able to.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sniper's halfway between unk and not unk.
Half hunk.
Unk and not unk.
Oh, Fiji goes down. The award for rookie of the split.
What is the word for that? I forget what the progression is. Is it Lil Bro that starts it off?
No, it's not little bro. I call everyone little bro though.
Oh, I know what it is, but it's not stream appropriate.
I was gonna go with like unk, but I don't know. That might
Unk.
make it sound like I'm hitting on him.
Yeah, that does sound like it.
Oh, yeah, I think.
Half unk. You know?
What about Yunk?
That's good.
What about monk? Mid unk.
Yunk. I think Yunk is it. Young Unk.
Dunk? Decently unk? Thoughts?
Unk has a lot of old school lore connotations.
Oh yeah?
particularly for former TSM fans. Go talk about it. I don't know if Eric even remembers that.
Wait, what's the word? Dunk?
Dunk.
Dunk. Yeah, do you remember Dunk?
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was like, that's some deep lore right there, actually.
yeah. He still glazes them too in modern day.
Oh, he does? I
Yeah.
didn't know he was still
Has not given up.
around.
I'm not unk enough to know that reference.
Yeah, the TSM subreddit still exists, and it exists with nothing but people saying, "Yeah, where'd they go? Wouldn't it be great if they were back in LCS?" Just random threads like that, and he still shows up in them and being like, "Yeah, I miss them too."
Yeah, someone involved her a bit.
Did they do well?
They did decently, but it was kind of the same thing happened where it was like they spent some money and then didn't get anything, so they dissolved.
In tier 2 is always
Ultra common TSML.
Yeah, ultra common.
TSM lore is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when they had TSM Counter-Strike, and it was a European team,
Okay.
and they were just like winning titles left and right, and then they let them go, and that team became Astralis, and ended up missing out on a lot from that.
I don't know, Eric. I think this is looking like a first team all-pro performance.
From the General Sniper.
Regular season award. Regular season award.
No, you wouldn't get it.
Also, shout out General Sniper not being in the Shadow Realm this game.
Rare situation where he's not.
Oh, nice.
Only 35 being CC'd for 35 seconds.
This is when you know the game is over, when the Cassiopeia just flashes the end of the wall to chase down someone who's dead anyway. Like,
I genuinely, like, it's looking like, it's so much deja vu. Like, game 1, there's like a fighting chance, it looks good. Game 2, complete depression. And then I hope game 3 isn't just another complete depression for CCG, because that was the story on the last one.
it's okay, Eric. Got to cast the real grand final. It's fine.
What,
Yeah,
BSU versus
the
Winthrop?
lower bracket.
The lower bracket grand final.
I would rather cast lower bracket than grand finals is what we're getting right now, man.
By the way, I think we...
Oh, can you stop? Can you stop? He stole that kill, by the way. I'm just saying.
I mean, Asmo was like so nice though.
By the way, for the eagle-eyed viewer, we just saw that, yes, Bellows Breath does actually prevent Bard R from proccing.
Bro said the Bard R.
Bard R.
We don't talk about it. This conversation right now.
It's tempered fate. You know, that's obviously why I brought that up.
Yes. He's just calling me out for not knowing the ability names. Rookie mistake of me.
Yes.
Find balance. Back half is Baron getting killed while we look at the replay. Picked up along with that top turret.
You know, that first exchange in the bottom lane with Cody-san jumped on tag, that was pretty cool.
That was like the highlight of the game.
Also, the way they set up for that Drake was really nice. You know, the one they didn't get because.
They decided to chase down the
Turn on the sun. Yes.
But that was pretty good.
Good. I think it's also pretty neat that he took Airy and Bob Bramble. That's pretty neat as well on Ornn.
soul if matters couldn't be worse for CCG.
I learned a new tech today,
Yeah,
so it was neat.
that is tech.
I love seeing some of the cameras. I mean, I think CCG,
I learned that from my favorite Albanian streamer.
I still see some smiles. I still see
I've not gotten a single drag in this game, unfortunately.
They almost got one.
Yeah, they set up for it well.
Yes, they did.
It was a really good setup.
They just didn't secure the spot.
It was a really good setup.
It's like they're getting the wind knocked out of them here. They're going to have to find
Fine.
Institute and be able to come back in.
This is fine.
It's crazy that they're giving us a show match today.
True.
Development and speaking to in the pregame interview we had, just having
I don't know. I think
like Cody's son within the team
I always had these like, as a coach, I would always have these really irrational like fears that people would figure out the thing that would completely ruin the way that we like to play the game. So I would like always be aware of these things. So if I had a top laner like if I had a top laner like Fiji who's like perma playing tank top
Yeah.
and like a bot lane that plays like short range, engage, whatever, I would just like live in fear that someone would pick Vayne like all the time. Like,
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
it would just be one of those things. My favorite was like Prismal basically started as a Kai'Sa one trick, and I was like constantly in fear that they would ban Kai'Sa, and they pretty much did not ever.
They didn't do their research there.
It was a good time. He was not a Kai'Sa one trick for very long, but like for one split, it was pretty.
Impact the push, but doesn't really have
There's not a lot of champions. This is just gonna be a rant about the meta now, but I swear it's so problematic that now most tanks actually beat the champs that are designed to be anti-tank, like Fiora, Camille, and Gwen.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting, genuinely.
Yeah. No, I mean it's been that way for a bit now. Like,
It is. But the fact that that's not getting fixed, like, yeah, these champs were designed to, like, shred through tanks, and they can't. They lose lane to them.
Yeah.
They, like, lose mid-game to them. Maybe super late, if they haven't fallen behind extremely, they win, right?
Yeah, like even the Vayne stuff, like I think if it was just Ornn and they had other stuff to deal with Vayne, like an assassin or something like this, right? Like, or if they just, the Anivia didn't fall super far behind early, whatever, right? Like all of these things would not be as bad.
Oh, for sure.
This, yeah, I mean the Ornn wasn't even that far behind in lane itself.
No, it wasn't, no. Exactly.
Partly just due to itemization. So,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Bramble, Airy, Ball Knower. Or what was the acronym for that? Blower? Or what? Ball Knower? Like, what was it, Erick?
Ballage.
Ballage, sorry.
Lower.
Took that
Ball
a
knower.
completely different direction.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Okay. Okay.
Okay, they just gotta end this game already.
Put us out of our misery, please.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm done. And it's only 26 minutes. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's crazy.
I've been seeing random Shirelias in the mid lane now. This is just mean.
Kind of makes sense. It's always been very gold efficient.
Shirley's
Support items are
for-
extremely gold efficient.
Yeah. I mean, I like Shirelia's Vayne. I wouldn't even hit. You know what I mean? Like, in this game,
There you go. And for
it's not bad.
turns into another snake, but that we don't need to scientifically clear that one. It's fine.
I want to see the Ghost pop and Shirelia's pop at the same time, and Insanity run at Mach 10 towards Albion.
Oh, didn't Insanity used to be known for just building Shirelias and everything? I swear this was a thing at one point.
It was a thing. Shirelia is on mid lane champs.
Well,
It was a
yeah,
thing.
it definitely was a thing on mid lane champs generally. I just
Yeah.
remember Insanity would build it on like everything.
Back into this fight and find something that they tried.
He's just stunk.
A hell of a draft.
He's got the old
I don't know.
text.
I'm just
I was
saying.
gonna call him a ball nowhere,
if
but
there
that
was
acronym I forgot again.
if there was like a weird trend in League of Legends history, mid lane at one point, like Insanity did it. Like this is the
Yeah.
way it is.
Yeah. He's done so many different
And then riddle,
champions, builds.
riddle me this. Why doesn't he have proto belt? That's the build now.
I
That's the
mean-
item right now.
It's too meta. It's
Too meta.
That's what I mean. It's like not like it has to be like.
Has to be like a niche reference.
Yeah. I remember
Bring me
because like
back
everyone would say the
Vygar.
problem with playing against Insanity is that his champion pool is insane. But like when he was starting out, right, he would just play everything, but he would not necessarily know how to play it. So he would pick the champion, right?
Yeah. So
And
yeah.
I was never super duper concerned with playing against him because he would play like Sivir mid and just like not understand. Like he would understand in theory. Oh, this is good here because I can wave clear or whatever. But then he would be down like 50 CS or
no.
something, right?
He's
So.
gonna do the thing.
Oh, it's Sandy.
Oh wait.
Shirelia's
Oh.
got
Oh no. Okay. I still think this is winning.
Oh, this is all
Vayne is
snipers.
supposed to be,
Snipers here. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Vayne game.
Vayne game. Vayne game. Vayne, oh, Vayne dead. No,
Oh,
Vayne game.
Penta
Vayne
for
Nice.
Tasio.
Vayne
Yeah.
game.
What do I want to say? I love when there's certain players that are like, yeah, I can play everything. It's like, yeah, you can lock it in during champ select, I'm sure, but can you actually pilot
yeah.
the champion in a
But this,
passable manner? No,
He's
really.
still getting kind of
But this
flashbang.
isn't like too flame insanity because I think like doing that just it made him like better now that he's Unk, you know what I mean? Like, now he can actually play the champs,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Because he tried a bunch of stuff.
So
as
he
a
was scaling,
rookie.
is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he was
maybe
scaling.
I think it maybe did a disservice because he was doing that like during peak money time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Maybe if he just like really focused on a couple champs.
So if we would have played for the early game instead of scaling,
Yeah.
perhaps it would have been.
But I mean, how's he supposed to know that? You know.
How was he supposed to know that the infinite VC money would dry up? How would he know that?
In fairness, for like esports ownership and management, they should know. But if
Yeah.
you're like a 17-year-old kid,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
it's fine if you don't know. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm trying to remember what that first roster was that I cast.
The
It was
Dawn?
Shoryu.
And I remember Shoryu, I remember Insanity.
I know Odd Orange came in after, but I forgot who the jungler
was-
was before that.
Who was top?
Was it Jenkins? Was he still top?
Oh, it was Jenkins.
It was, yeah.
Jenkins was top for like
He-
TL for like 10, so many years, so long. Oh man, Jenkins was great. Good times. I miss Jenkins.
I miss Jenkins too.
Just, extra, at least a couple hours of draft meeting time I'll never get back is, should we ban Kennen,
Kennedy was great, yeah. I remember I had an interview with him and I said, "Oh, they left up your Kennen. Like, what was going on with that?" And he was like, "Yeah, I saw that pick open. I slammed it and I said, it's time to take him to Flavortown, baby."
I remember, because it was like the second year we were against him and we just like didn't ban the Kennen, and it was like, because he didn't practice at all. Because everyone just banned it against him. So, yeah, it was one of those.
I want to find what that roster was because it was such a random roster. It was before TL really took their tier 2 team pretty serious.
Hello.
Oh, we got someone.
It's someone peeking over.
Certain someone.
Oh no.
A troublemaker, if you will.
Trying to avoid the 3-0 vibes.
It's 2019.
Okay, let's go, Coach K. What does CCG need to do to reverse sweep right now?
It was
On the spot, $1 million
Mike
question.
Young was their jungler.
Oh wow,
That's a throwback.
I think they need to. I think counterpicking support would be good. It feels like they're just gonna go. What it seems like CMV are trying to do is they're trying to go long range wave control, so like double range bot, wave control. So I don't know. I think either just really double down, pick like Jarvan or Zin or something like this, and then
Yeah.
just like level 2 gank bot and try to snowball fighting, or just counterpick support with some kind of like mage or range thing. I mean, they sort of tried to do that, but it was like Lucian first pick.
Yes.
And then you're only going to go a couple of different directions there. And most of them are not long range choices that are going to get prio consistently. So if they just go Caitlyn into it or something like this, it's harder. So I think CMV really want non-interactive bot lanes because they know they're going to get control top, right? So they really just want non-interactive bot lanes that push wave. So I think you either have to like play into that or you just have to really hard double down on we're going to fight them bot. We're going to get like an Annie or something mid, and we're just going to like format bot over and over again.
But what champs are open now for their playstyle? That's what I'm thinking. So if Lucian's gone,
I mean, it's
Kai'Sa's gone, and then Caitlyn's gone, Ezreal's gone,
Nautilus is gone.
Noah's gone, Karma's
You
gone.
could go like a Draven.
W.
Cody's
Coach
on
K
Draven.
is Draven pilled.
I might actually like my mouth might never close again if Cody Sun picks Draven. That one I might not recover from. That one would be surprising to me
Father,
for sure.
they made me play 1,000 Draven games.
I'm trying to remember if there was like 100 Thieves game where he attempted like Scrim game where he attempted Draven. Because I seem to think that there was like something like that, and it just didn't go well.
I mean, I heard his time in LFL went pretty subpar too. So
Well, I mean, I'm not like flaming him. It's just not. I think Draven is just one of those champs that you need to like Travis it. You know, like
Oh yeah.
thousands of games before you're good.
It's such an OTP champ. It's not like a
Yeah.
casual champ to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a very different play style from a lot of other things.
And it's even a play style that, to be honest, like, if that's how you learn the game, you probably learn the game like very fundamentally flawedly.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Just based on the fact that you picked a champion that, if you can, if you have the hands, you win like every matchup pretty much. With
Why
like
does this
some
Smolder
limitations,
champ
right?
do no damage in lane?
Yeah, exactly. So it just teaches you to like always like go in. But I think there's a lot of gifted players that started as Draven OTP just because mechanically it is a very,
for sure.
very demanding
And it's
champion.
also, it teaches you a lot about space. I always
Yeah.
think it's like way easier to teach players to roll back than to teach them to like play forward. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
100%.
Sometimes it's not true of Draven players or players like contracts.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think it's just sometimes it's not bad. I think like though my favorite pet theory is that if you're good at Draven, you're also good at Kog'Maw.
I agree. We were talking about Kog'Maw from game one. I feel like he's like the most underplayed, super strong, always actually like bot laner.
Oh, I want to know about this. Why is this a thing?
Because when you press W, you have to go in.
Yes,
like
yes,
you,
yes.
like if you're
Okay.
playing 80 Cog, like you
Yeah.
have to just like run at them
Yeah.
and mow them down, and you'll actually outdamage like most ADs and outtrade them if you just press W. So it's like the same thing as like
Yeah.
having your double axis or whatever.
There's ironically a lot of scenarios on COG where you see it middle of the team fight, just stand and shoot and you win because
Yeah.
like he pumps
Yeah.
out so much damage, and especially if you have like an enchanter on you, you just like stand and shoot is the optimal gameplay.
Like it was like if you think about some of the like Draven OTPs or like people who played a lot of Cog, it's like something like this. I don't know. I know a lot of like weird obscure ones like Monk will carry, who like will be the point of talking about Monk will carry in 2027, 2026, whatever year it is. But but like Jackie Love is the famous one, right?
That's
Yeah.
that's
He
exactly what I was
played-
thinking of. Very inspired by like he plays Kog'Maw
Yeah.
a lot, and he's like, I love this because it's always like he's like I have a passive and I'll use it, and that's my extra damage that I need as well. Like he'll take
Yeah.
that into equation as well, right?
But he played Draven like a ton on the Chinese server, but he started climbing the like he climbed to rank 1 on the Korean server playing Kog. So yeah, it's a good example.
Like as pros go, he's probably like the best
That's
COG
such an
player I've seen.
interesting overlap to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but man.
So I talked to COG players because, and they're like, oh, the reason why like my favorite support to play with this COG is Braum is because I don't need engage, right? Like I just need them to land the Q and then I'll just run at them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like that guy just dies.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
But actually, on your like first point, I agree that toning it down is an easier way, because once you know your limits, like you
Yeah.
play to your absolute like limits, it is easier to like scale down from them and be like, okay, I take these, like I don't take these fights, etc. But if you don't know your limits, it's harder to teach yourself like where your limits are.
And players that people have always had like a good reputation for laning or for like being just very mechanically skilled have always just been like solo queue terrorists in a
Yes.
way, right? Like if you ask people about Caps,
Yes,
right?
yes,
He'll
yes.
talk
Nobody
about
likes
how
playing
he
with Caps.
ruined every solo queue game in his life. People say that about UZI. People will say that about the Shy. Like
Yeah.
like all of those guys were known for being like the big laners of their time. It was like, yeah,
Yeah, they kind of terrorize the ladder first.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're there and they're just testing their limits, right? They're just
Yeah, they're limit
constantly
testing.
testing.
That's
Like they
what
don't
they're
care if they
using.
win the solo queue game. They're testing their limits,
Exactly.
right? And then when they're on stage, they know their limits better than the other
Yeah.
person on the other side, right?
Which is why usually I prefer to play with the enters, you know, like compared to the like quote unquote reliable safe players who are gonna farm to 100 CS or whatever, you
Yeah.
know. So
You heard it here first. Coach
Yeah.
K hates reckless.
I can stop a horse from drowning, but I can't lead a horse to water.
I mean, some horses are just so scared of drowning. You know? That's all I'm saying.
True.
So afraid of drowning that they don't drink anything.
So scared of drowning, they'll die of thirst. Yeah. No, I like the psycho players as well. It's much more
It's
like
entertaining.
Yeah.
it's not just entertainment, but like ultimately, like in the long run, they just are better players because
Yeah.
again, they just know their limits better, and it's almost like they try harder in these scenarios because those are harder scenarios to pilot. Like when the onus is on you in lane, for example, that's the other thing that is like positive or different about playing Draven is like you don't really scale. Like the onus is on you to create your own advantage in lane and then snowball off of that. And that's a vastly different way to play than just sitting back and being like, I'll be good in like 20, 30 minutes. The idea that like from minute one I have to create my own advantage is a vastly different play style.
I was talking to one of our Valorant players, and there's so many of them, you won't know which one. But basically, I was just saying, like, I don't care if your rank falls, right? Just like put yourself in more situations that are just hard to get out of, so that even if it's like impossible to get out of it, you'll understand in those situations like what your best move is. And that'll give you the ability to kind of understand how to play like lower probability situations. It's just constantly putting yourselves in them. That's mostly what these players did, which is very funny because you asked the Shy about it, and he gets so mad. Like I did interviews with UZI at the Shy. UZI was like, I would just ask him simple questions like, you know, like if you had to choose between like last hitting a CS or trading, like what would you do? It's like I would always like take the HP. Like I'm just always taking someone's HP. Like that's just it. Or he would fight and he would be very self-aware and he'd be like, yeah, sometimes I just put myself in situations that I just like can't get out of. But because I've been in those situations more, like I can win. And then he'll also say, yeah, sometimes I'm just like a liability to my team straight up, like stuff like this.
Self-aware king.
But you talk to the Shy and he's like, I don't understand why people think that like I'm an emotional player. Everything I do is calculated.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
While having the most emotional response possible.
Everything I do is calculated and very specific to, you know, it's just one of those things. Yeah.
Sure, the Shy.
He got so mad. Do you guys remember Nuguri? It's been a while. It was like he got so mad when people would compare him to Nuguri because like they were sort of similar in how they played, and he was like, "No, that guy is just emotional, and he just and he relies purely on like brute force mechanics, whereas everything I do is calculated and considered."
Sure, the 7
How
deaths
did you
on
get to those
the
calculations?
7 deaths on Ord were all calculated.
So yeah, but the Shy is just funny. Like so many of his interviews when he was younger are just so funny. Like it's a good time.
We're in draft, and I'm just saying Nefiri is open, by the way, for CCG.
Oh, Nefiri is open. Driven's banned though. Unfortunate.
You know, all this,
But
all
just
this,
take Nefiri at this point. No.
all this talk about run 'em down champions is making me miss when Callista was in the meta.
I don't know. I feel like just unless Zen is really bad, just like keep it simple. You know, it's fine. We're doing play. I don't hate it.
It's good into lane. It's a rise.
You're not gonna like win side lane on anything.
Yeah.
Unless we're throwing out the Aurelia for the old. I remember, like, in Insanity's younger years, when every draft was, like, the popular TL draft was, like, Rise, Aurelia 1-2, and they're like, you won't be able to counter these inside,
But that was like Aurelia mid and Rise top, right?
Either way. They
Either way, yeah.
Trundle? I actually like way Trundle into Rise. It feels like CCG are very like focused on what is good mid jungle combo, which I don't know. I like that style of drafting in general.
I mean, that's just form the core, right?
Yeah.
Like your core in any given team is mid jungle support.
In theory, but it's like some people will draft for like bot control, right? Some people will draft for like top jungle. But I think mid jungle combo, just identify what you want and then draft around that is one of the easier ways to do it.
I also think.
Well, you might get your wish. Callista might be locked in.
Don't believe the hover. They tease me.
Oh no.
Quirky.
No, but it's also a Dardoch Aljun thing. Like again, they talk a lot together. They spend a lot of time going over strategy and stuff. So makes sense they would sink in with their picks.
Nico Sport, I assume.
I got Nico Sport kind of plays into
yeah.
what they want, which is very
it's like-
strong lane phase, like winning lane.
A very like again, we're going for like a poke lane with wave control, right? So we're just gonna go Nami like that. That's crazy to me.
Well, what's the Nami gonna go with? Here?
We can't pick Lucian.
Nope.
Lucian's gone.
I think this is literally just like, well, let's just see if they'll ban Draven against Cody Sun for fun. Like
Draven Nami?
that used to be like the second
Yeah.
best like pick with like if you first pick Nami and then people would pick away the Lucian, then they would just pick Draven, right? That
Yeah.
used to be the thing. So I don't know, like
CCG is banning a Fury.
No.
CCG
Give me
has
one
banned a
Dardog
Fury.
game, bro.
I mean, he's playing Trundle probably, no?
Oh yeah.
No, he's yes.
Got a point there.
I mean, maybe Fiji will play it, but you're the ones who told me that he just plays only tanks, so.
Yeah. Most likely outcome.
He's got a Gragas in there. That he plays tank.
Which is like a
Yeah,
tank,
that's
yeah.
totally not a tank, you're right. You got me there. I guess.
Oh, he did go Swain, which he played like a tank.
I almost would think like you'd pick like a mage bot with Nami or something. I don't know, man. Like,
A perfect Brandini angle, I'm just saying.
yeah, Brand Nami. Let's do it.
Nami would be really good. Swain.
They did ban Swain.
They know.
Come on, Cody. Slam the Brandini.
His Swain was actually pretty good, though. I did like it. This was an interesting mix. He went tier just to have the mana sustain and never built it into anything.
Interesting.
Alright. They banned Riven against Sniper. Good times, good times.
Now, Riven will... a Sniper will totally
Zaya.
game 3 a Riven.
I mean, they're 2 up. Why not?
What?
Zaya into this just makes no sense. to
Yeah,
me.
no,
like,
absolutely
why are we
not.
picking Zaya to Corky, man? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. What, you don't like the sound of Zaya Nami into Corky Nico?
Just getting poked out for fun?
Yeah.
I mean, you have no wave control because
Mhm.
Nami is going to get completely destroyed, outpushed by Nico. And then you're just going to get poked with no range advantage, and they're not going to hard commit engage into you, so what are you doing? I guess it's
Just having fun.
just, and they didn't even pick it into the crop. That makes sense.
Yes.
The crop-
Well, now it's actually it gains some value to the Croc at least in, yeah.
they just self-countered. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So, okay, let's see what tank Fiji locks in. Surely Gragas, yeah. Into Renekton.
Renekton is
Yeah.
kind of a no-brainer, but yeah,
Surely it's just Gragas into Renekton.
the croc. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like this is. I don't know what to say.
I feel like
Dropped
I'm
so
trying-
good, Coach K speechless.
I'm trying to justify the Zaya in some way, and the only thing I see is like Featherstorm to Pop Blossom. That's pretty much it.
She's gonna like flash in E. That's our engage Nami bubble, chase him down. You know, that's the vibe.
Yeah, well, that was a pick. Let's say then.
I guess what else would we pick here? I think the Nami was weird.
The Nami's weird.
I think
If you hard committed Nami, like it has to be like Brand genuinely, and that's like the only thing I can imagine that actually makes sense.
Like I see, maybe they didn't want to do like engage in Nico or something, but like just go Leona or something. I don't know, man.
True.
Anything.
Anything. Well, we'll see.
A 3-0.
Eric's not a believer. He doesn't really. He just
I
doesn't
put
know.
my prediction in.
Yeah. He just doesn't know. He just doesn't know the tech. Honestly, this is like, I'm just saying, Zaya Nami is the things that Cody Sun learned on the Albanian Super Server.
Like Trundle doesn't even really give value here, except into Rise. They basically have to like.
Oh my god, 2 shots of Corky Nico in the 3.
I guess it gets some value in Renekton, but not really.
Sniper BMing Fiji with the thumbs up. We recently scrimmed a team and they told us we BM'd them by throwing up a thumbs up.
This matchup, like in theory, Gragas does okay, but it's like it's still hard. Like you have to be good to play it well. I'm gonna say Gragas.
You like don't beat the Renekton, you just survive him.
Yeah, you survive, and then you'll, in theory, keep him out of fights because like he can't get past you.
Some new names and faces around them, and so far, it's like no time has been lost.
And then he can't really push into you late either. Like you'll win side. Win tentatively.
That's something else.
But it's hard. Renekton's combo is just so much easier to execute than yours. You basically have to like
Yeah, literally.
forward skirmish him all the time, and it's hard.
And then the Carl can just hit you with an E,
Yeah.
P,
Yeah.
W, Q.
Dash, stun, Q. Decide where you want to use your second
No,
dash.
sorry, I forgot. E, E, auto, W, auto, Q.
This is hard.
Just don't really feel like
We're gonna, cause we can't even like necessarily spam beat the rise.
used to finding
Sure.
as
And we don't beat him inside either.
So it's
see what happens. And
They're really like-minded in terms of goals, what it takes to achieve them, and that's made our journey of improvement a lot smoother.
goals and what it takes to achieve.
I respect it.
It's made the journey of improvement.
Dardock has a cute dog, by the way.
smoother.
A lot of players
So
have
much
big
about
dogs.
improvement.
Very cute dog.
Is that just a thing for League of Legends?
Oh.
Sushi has a cute dog too, yeah.
There's like a dog picture.
Has been very conviction.
I miss when we used to do animal predictions. Do you remember that?
Animal predictions.
Yeah, basically you'd put like a bowl of 2 bowls of food
Yeah.
with the team name next to it.
Yeah.
I had a more choice selection. Animal predictions. Which dog on my team's gonna run it down?
The US version.
That's the animal prediction.
Oh, it was really popular for the LPL teams for a while, where they would do like the food bowls, and whichever one you ate out of was the winner.
That's the only thing I miss about Unified was felt like it was a much better tier 3 product before they kind of just went down the hole.
CCG, which is a good thing, as both junglers in their path down towards bot side.
I remember when we would just like have, during break, we would just do slideshows of pet pictures.
For his own and
We asked players to send in their pet pictures.
W.
Oh, we should do that again.
prediction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Liga.
Liga. We should do it for Boise, you know. Just
Yes.
We'll do yeah for all the above.
As they
Um,
rise
done for pet pictures.
into the sonic wave. Easy combo that you can rinse.
Well, trading's not going the worst.
Who else has a
really.
pet?
Flash did get him out of that power
People have pets. I don't know.
I know 2 players.
Here in Boise State.
Yeah.
Burn won that conviction.
Me?
Yeah.
I know a player with a pet.
Easily.
Sure.
How June is extended.
My family has a pet, so I'd use that.
Coming through from insanity there, but he should.
Actually, they have to.
He actually stopped the back and decided to go back even further.
Wave was pulled. Have to go deal
Who
with that.
else? I don't think anyone on our team.
Gotta make sure you keep your.
I would guess like Levi has a cat or something. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
You just Strikesy as a cat person?
Wait, don't you have a pet?
Yeah, I do. Back home.
Oh.
I wish I had them here. They are missed.
Well, don't you have a pet here?
I don't know.
Sam?
Oh, true. That's my personal meow meow, actually.
My personal-
True, actually. Well, not for a
Sam's not
month.
here anyway.
Yeah, not for a month, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
That's so refreshing to see the sniper since his time on LCS.
Closer to the expectation.
Oh no.
Because
Oh, it's
him getting sold
Might be doomed.
it's not looking pretty.
Probably like he's
scratching our heads.
we're from 6, are we? Oh, we're really close to 6. He could just straight up dive him probably. That's crazy. We get 6 first? Yeah, Gragas has to base here. He has to.
I've seen Sniper throughout his career have up and downs. I think that part of what makes him fun as a player is, of course, those
There we
highs, but
go.
Also, he's willing to take some of those lows.
The Desires Conqueror.
With that,
I would have really liked to have seen that.
Okay, so it's not going well.
It is not going well.
That's
You've
like-
heard it here first.
Like we could maybe fight mid and say, nope, we lost the fight mid. We lost it.
Oh, I like the tech. I like
Nice,
the tech.
nice.
That's
Not
a
bad,
very
not
good
bad.
tech.
he's gonna get that wave in instantly.
Oh, that's
That's
despicable.
nasty, yeah.
That's despicable. That's illegal.
Sit there and pick up the wave.
It's illegal in 45 states.
Min-max there. That's
Just
really
the way if he already used his TP, I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Unk supremacy right now.
found this
Unk supremacy.
Mid lane Uncle Supremacy.
I like how even the replay didn't really give us a good idea of what happened.
Yeah.
Again, it was just like
Just like, here we are.
Yep.
He's dead. Peace out. Phillips and Rocco one blade.
featuring Phillips and Logo.
The rest of this trade was censored.
You can find it on a certain website, not the
So-
live stream.
So you're playing. Okay, here's the situation. You're playing Waldle,
Yeah.
right? And the first emoji it gives you is a picture of an emoji of a foot.
Yeah.
What champion are you guessing first?
Oh, that's a very good question, actually.
Is it really?
It's no, I know. I'm gonna have to go with the Briar.
I know, right? I think so.
I was definitely thinking Nami first, and maybe Casio, but I landed on Briar.
So already you're wrong. Second guess is second hint is a little puff cloud.
A little puff cloud.
Yeah.
Looks like it's coming from the feet.
Yeah. It looks like a fart. Man.
Okay.
It looks like a fart.
Okay. Foot plus cloud. Zillion.
No. You don't see Zillion's feet.
I mean, he doesn't use his feet, and he's on a cloud.
Yeah, but like but he runs fast.
Yeah,
I really feel like in hindsight.
he goes fast.
He goes fast.
I mean, I had
Not
guessed
bad.
Jana by that moment.
It's not the worst.
Now the
I mean,
one,
it's the same kind of thing.
the one where we figured it out, a karate gi.
A what?
The
A karate gi.
Yeah.
Yeah, was the third.
Oh, that's Lee Sin. Okay.
This exact same
Yeah.
thought process we went through yesterday.
And the fourth one was a blind person. I was like, all right. But we guessed it on the third, so it's fine.
Okay, I see.
But the foot was so deceptive. It is so deceptive.
Prior,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How would you guess anything else?
feet are ruined for all other games.
True. You heard it here first. Riot August ruined feet by releasing Briar.
I believe it.
Dragon. So we get convictions first dragon a little bit later than the last couple.
Okay.
Bounty now caught out under turret here. He'll get slowed
That was nice. Yeah, that was a nice stream.
That was an actual bubble.
That's a highlight. I think.
Gosh, I think that happened.
Bubble landed.
All right, get that in the Phillips and Rocco precision replay.
Yeah.
Don't.
CCG.
I just don't understand the bot lane picks this entire series. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna harp on draft forever, but it just makes no sense. Like,
You should play the coach.
I get the logic, in theory, for some of them. This one, no, not so much.
Mhm.
The other two, I think, fine. But it's like, if you're gonna do that, you need to just hard camp bot, basically.
No, the POE was simple. Like, they're like, okay, like, Cody, what should we play here? Like, should we play Ezreal? Should we play, like, Kaylin? Maybe a mage, perhaps? And he was like, lock me in Lucian, I just win lane 0-4-0. Kaylin.
I mean, first pick Kayla. In theory, that's fine. It's like, you have to, if you're gonna do that, like Lucian 1P, you have a game plan around.
True.
That is the vibe.
Maybe their game plan just fell apart when they lost the first dragon.
Or the side of
True. That's true. Which was also a highlight play because they set up the dragon. That was the highlight.
The best setup you've ever seen.
They should not have
The best
lost
setup
that
I've
dragon.
seen today on
I
camera.
keep thinking about it because it's like, if they get that dragon, there's a chance the game is different. Because then you're...
Last one.
Well, some squishier members, I
I think
guess.
they, like,
really let that go.
they did the hard swap top after that, right?
Yes.
So they were just like trying to force something to trade.
The turret here, Bounty just
I don't know. I feel like if they get that first dragon, then they probably just keep laning bot.
Mhm.
who did burn both of his summoner spells.
Because Ornn wasn't even falling that far behind.
No, Arnold was doing fine.
Some of these proactive
They became weirdly desperate
Yeah.
at that point. But that's the Kai'Sa draft, Kai'Sa and Ezreal draft that we're talking about now with the dragon.
And the dragon? No,
Yes.
the dragon one was the Lucian one. no?
Oh,
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the Cassio.
Yeah.
sniper saves his life.
Casio and Sejuani stole it.
Yeah. And that's when they just like free donate. And lane wasn't even going bad for the Lucian
No, it was going well.
Amelia, and then they just free donated
They were-
like an entire
And I
turret to
actually,
Caitlyn.
I liked how they were playing it. 'Cause they did like
TP back to the lane. So
Sejuani to lose so much time on her
Mm.
camps just to drop another ping for them.
well played, but nice
PG almost solo killed Sniper.
As close
That's the power of the
by a hair's margin.
fat beverage enjoyer.
does have his health bar off.
Beverage enjoyer.
Beverage enjoyer.
Trying to get the fear.
Fermented beverage enjoyer.
Fermented beverage enjoyer.
It's grape juice.
It is grape juice. Absolutely.
Fermented grape juice?
Grape juice.
Topside play. I think it's one where Fiji doesn't. Oh, hold on.
Pop Blossom.
Oh, and he gets 3.
That was a nice turnaround.
It's gonna be the big trade there, but it's already done.
No.
Trying to get away from insanity. Does make
Okay.
it now. The bubble does
Onk still got it.
from only 35.
Dodge the bubble, dodge the W.
I mean, not going to take more, but is able to find the
Pharmacy.
bounty sacked his
In the
Onk still
mid lane.
got it.
Honestly,
But I'm just saying, you just fail to recognize.
Audrey no mana?
Hmm?
Audrey no mana and Tomio just hovering like this? Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of.
How'd you know health?
I'll do no life, man.
Oh.
Only 35.
Oh,
Only
no.
35.
He's like, why did I pick Nami here?
People left and right.
So sad.
For the goated jungler for conviction, Tomio.
CCG just got stuck.
Now you fail to recognize that Zaya pick meant that Cody's son at one point in this game had 34 gold advantage on the Corki.
Made it to a tier 2 final.
I don't think you'd consider that.
Shit.
Firing the way that you want for conviction.
I don't know, man. Just like pop bear, pop flash, E at the Corki and see what happens. Like that's what you can do at this point, I think.
That's very true. I think at this point you have to flip something bot lane, and that's just kind of
Where Renekton can flash away.
just don't die in peace, you know.
Exactly.
Auto to hit the damage threshold. I'm not sure.
It's very LPL build, by the way. LPL teams will always do this. They'll just like do something. Oh no way, the Nami walked into
Into it?
Oh my god.
Oh, bro, if you went only 35 centimeters in the opposite direction.
No flash now. Able to get out of this.
That he's just like hovering around mid, like he can do anything about that. Like,
He was stuck.
Pro
Hey, bro,
defense
you
at
get
that
one
point.
kill and that's it.
Trying to get out, and Tomio. He thrives in the
Like,
jam.
neither of you have mana, just base. Like, it's fine.
He's stomping him with his feet because he's Lee Sin.
Feet reference just now. Stopping him with his feet. As easily seen.
35 was not in the direction that the body.
Lol, the inspired.
Maybe
Bro, ever gonna get tired of winning NACL titles?
because you could see
Infinity?
Yeah.
but it's still like a physical object.
Tomio too.
Cool and interesting on how it changes the game.
Yeah, but Insanity's been doing it for longer, low
It's the
key.
little things.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it's not so little. The dragon.
It is
that
a goat.
Conviction are getting.
We did see Wilson with a
But
really big
I was mentioning it a little bit earlier. I am hoping it's not like a Luminosity angle for this roster, where they're looking to promote in rather than individually.
Yeah,
Because like that guest spot is so fake.
it is.
It
It's
is
so
the
fake.
fakest thing in the world right now.
It's so fake.
Are they gonna do it? Oh, they're
It was as soon as it was announced, everyone was like, "Look at the cool thing we did." I was like, "No, this is awful." And they're
Yeah.
like, "Why are you upset? It's awful. Stop saying it's good."
That was his eye value?
I
The
values.
R on exactly R
Oh,
into the pop
that
blossom.
was all Zaya.
I'm writing
It's
this tweet
true.
right now. Kelsey Moser was wrong.
It was all Zaya. It wasn't the Trundle Pillar. It
Like-
wasn't the Nami.
No, and that's what I'm saying. See,
It was all Zaya. It was all
no, no, no. It was Zaya plus Nami.
No,
Exactly.
You just don't,
Case
you
in
just don't
point.
understand. You don't understand. You don't have the ballage.
Ballage.
It's okay. At least Sniper is all pro.
Second team.
And
First team.
It's
Should be, should be, should
lie.
Should be first. Should be first.
Should be first.
This is the fakest second pro all team.
Actually,
What was it,
Fiji's
Ball?
doing decently well in this matchup. Actually.
Denver got third all team. I'm very upset about that.
This game is out of reach though for CCG. Like
I mean, Ballage knowers would know
Fiji's
that.
actually doing pretty well.
He had a great season.
minutes and even goals.
Ballage knowers would know that that only worked because it was a Nami that could press R, and it was the Zaya that could press R in response to the
Yeah.
Nico. You don't know how to draft, okay? That's
Maximum
my
Ballage.
honest take here
True.
about this. Yeah.
It's the R combo.
The R combo, exactly. Because you know that you need to like set up an engage, and that they'll try to re-engage into you. Just real. Was it blowers know that? Real blowers know that. Ball knowers. That's an
Lost my
acronym for
hat
ball
laughing at
knowers, by the way.
Blowers now.
Acronym for ball knowers, of course.
after I said it, I was like,
I've already asked Steve to kick Raz in the balls a few more times.
Oh gosh.
A
'Cause,
few more times. Is that a recurring event?
So when Steve did his Kangas 316 bit where he was copying Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stone Cold goes for the stunner, he kicks you in the midsection and then grabs your head and slams it down. Steve shot a little bit low.
Unfortunate.
You got Raz right in the balls.
Very unfortunate.
He is a blower.
He's a blower, yeah.
Okay, but like when Raz said talk area, how happy were you? How quickly did it take you to think about that?
You're gonna say happy, negative. Happiness.
No, I just mean like when you think of when he said that. How long did it take you to think of the incident?
Declaring war on Raz's balls.
Oh my, true ball.
You have no idea. I need to get so much back on Raz. The pictures he's put on his stream of me. He had an egg with a beard on it and says, "Don't they look the same?"
I see it. It's actually an uncanny resemblance between the two.
My favorite was the one with you and me and the image of.
No.
Oh, good times, good times.
I think low-key CCG's in the game off the brilliant counter pick of
This is
Zion
off
Ami.
Raz's stream.
It's true. Oh my God, they
Yeah, I see it. That's uncanny resemblance,
No!
actually. Is that your
Stop!
cousin? Is that your cousin or brother, perhaps?
Hey, huevo.
Oh my God.
Is that your brother, Huevo?
Best spotlight draft ever.
Huevo Rex.
Yeah.
Sniper's looking a little not all pro top laner right now.
I feel like if
You
Sniper,
don't say.
I feel like if Sniper toned down the flash banging on his screen,
We
perhaps.
still need to talk about that.
It's like we haven't talked about it. He's always in the death realm. It just varies how much the screen flashes at him.
I think the biggest thing
I just love the like webcam positioning.
For Tokyo.
Just in general, you never know what you're gonna get. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Insanity's always like we get more of his face. Last time was like only 50%
Well,
of his face.
his chair's centered, but he just slouches to like his mouse hand side. And Tactical's pretty normal, so is Cody's son. We've seen every time Cody's son wins, he pulls out a fan and just starts
Oh yeah.
aura
yeah,
farming.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah, Bounty's got decent camera setup.
to go for in the outer turrets here.
just feel like
They can use that as a
Conviction's
distraction.
stronger at the moment. But if CCG wants to look again, they're gonna get set up first.
Snipers in Brazil, it's crazy.
Like they can't look.
Snipers in
I know it's nighttime over there.
It's always nighttime in Brazil.
They are ahead of us by like 4 or 5 hours, you know.
It's still, I don't know why that feels so weird to me.
Gonna opt out of the dragon.
Yeah, this is Cody's son after winning. He always does this.
Oh yeah, W.
The Herald being picked up, Mazel. They're gonna drop the dragon, take the Herald to get 2 crashes, 2 turrets on the top side. More gold put into those soul laners that were so big for Conviction in that game too, and have been so big. This, of course, is a rematch.
Okay, you're putting all your eggs in the Cody Sun basket here.
It's the Zaya pick, you know. We
This is
gotta-
epic, no.
This is
I feel like they're still in the game due to the brilliant counter pick of Zion Ami.
They're not gonna win side anywhere.
But they'll win the game, exactly.
It's just the fact that
Not gonna win side anywhere, and actually, they didn't. Looks like they
going on 2 years. If
they give Sniper most of the gold. I cannot like help.
A Sniper plus Insanity. But also Tomio got it because it's the Herald. Herald's his.
That is a hell of a run.
It'd be 3, 4.
You guys aren't ready for this side to pop off.
We're not ready for the Zion Ami to
Yeah.
pop off. It's
You
not
say,
just-
hey, they need pressure in side lanes, go send Cody's son.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
need the 5v5, go send Cody's son.
Oh, we have.
Really speaks to what these guys.
I mean, Corky can just
puts
play midway for free
Insane
against like
Sandy
Zaya.
in tier 2. He was in the finals of tier 2, then went to tier 1.
Is Bounty a niche reference to the candy bar with coconut?
So it really speaks to the
I
caliber.
don't think so.
Bounty has is the one with like the milk chocolate and
Yes.
no almonds.
I know Insanity. And
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had that.
And
I
almond
No?
joy is
was
dark
thinking about the
chocolate.
quilted
With
quicker
almonds.
picker upper.
No, it's the coconut one.
Against the other mids in our
Oh,
league.
the
He's
quilted quicker picker upper.
Does almond joy have milk chocolate or?
sometimes has a leg up against them.
Actually, I don't know.
He's shown him
I know one of them has dark chocolate, one of them has milk chocolate.
Quilted quicker picker upper.
as post 20.
Quilted quicker picker. That's a tongue twister, actually, to say quilted quicker picker upper.
It's Bounty.
No inroads really being made yet.
It's just the little paper towels.
Inroads by Conviction.
But bounties are basically spud bars.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
you
gonna
had
look
a spud
I'm
bar?
gonna look this up right now.
Maybe, actually.
An
We're gonna
Idaho
solve this
spud bar.
conundrum.
No, I have not had an Idaho Spud Bar, no.
They're basically
Sure.
just chocolate
And the trouble is, you
candy
Chocolate
and
bar.
then-
get a high
It does have
I
coconut.
mean, I like chocolate, so.
when you're out and out, you
I might be a big fan of that.
They're basically bound.
There is a milk chocolate and a dark chocolate version of Bounty.
I think I've only had the milk chocolate one.
I've only had the quilted quicker picker upper.
Spud bars are like somehow sweeter than bounties.
I'm not a big chocolate guy, to be honest.
I mean, good because there's not that much chocolate in those. They're mostly just like. Oh, I guess Spud bars also have like nougat in them. I think.
Wait, what happened?
Sorry, Riley on call said this is an absurdly L take, Eric.
Hey, Riley.
Oh no.
Oh no! I already
It's
told.
Konichi Wagwan.
Why is this happening?
Kenichi Wagwan and Ni Howdy, man.
Oh my god.
I want you to know, Riley, yesterday, when CCG got 2 wins, I said Winthrop don't want to end up like Drake and drop 3 L's in one day.
Nani helps with that, but going up against Corky. Damage later on. We'll see if Tactical's able to connect.
No, that's okay. Riley would know a thing or two about taking L's.
Objective start.
At least just catching strays now. It's pretty
I mean, Maryville did 3-0 Winthrop in finals, but
And then he retired, exactly.
hey, Scary Jerry doesn't count as Maryville. Oh, Fiji.
GP.
Oh, por qué, Fiji?
But like, it's 3 people killing him. Look top.
No, they're just defending the wave.
No, Cody-san?
Oh, no, they're bodying Insanity. Oh, Insanity's bodying them. What is going on?
Oh my.
That's actually so tragic. Because it's like they used 3 people to kill Fiji, and then Insanity
Used one person to kill one of them.
The camera just cuts to
trades
Insanity.
1 in a 1v2.
Yep.
That's so sad.
Try and get involved mid. Try and clear out this way, but damage.
Have I told you my new word? All knowledge. Ballage.
And did you hear mine?
I'm scared for yours.
Ball knower, blower.
Technically, it should be ballower.
Ballower?
Yeah,
no, it doesn't
ballower.
sound as catchy.
Yeah, ballower.
Why are you on stream with these people, Coach?
We're
It
talking
should, you
about.
should be asking us that about.
We're talking about.
You know her takes.
He thought the angle was
What's wrong with my takes?
You don't like Christopher Nolan movies, man.
W.
That's true.
Riley, have you considered if you think everyone else is given L takes, maybe perhaps your take is the true L?
There's actually listen to this. There's an ancient Russian proverb that says, if wherever you go you get hit in the face, maybe your face is the problem, not the hitters.
In fairness, it's not a true Kelsey Mizzer
Really good one.
co-stream unless we bring up Christopher Nolan, so it's fair.
This is not cockroaches in Missouri.
What roaches? Did you just say that on stream?
He doesn't have
He did actually.
But-
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
first episode of the PEC show or whatever, he just starts talking about cockroaches in Missouri. And him and Fish are going on about cockroaches in Missouri for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, this is not.
And RuneScape.
And RuneScape, and I'm like, this is not good content for the first episode. This is like, no one cares about this, Riley. Please stop.
In game, of course.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Yeah,
I
shout
didn't
out to
say
the Boise
anything
State
about that.
Esports mascot Riley, who's just in the room chilling with us.
He's a Bronco.
Yeah.
He's a Bronco.
We should have
He's
asked.
Buster
We
himself.
should have asked him to neigh for us.
No,
Okay, we've got the wraparound.
That conviction brings, and boy, have we.
I mean, the thing is
feel like I've seen
that
this before.
CFB could just be like this.
Tomio caught out on the wrong side of the tracks here. Is going to be attempted.
I mean, Tomio gets out.
Yeah.
Like, Safeguard's not long.
Unless...
Not even excited. I was just saying
Oh my
CFB
God.
could just be like this because of the way.
Okay, good pass, Fiji.
Like this is just.
3 safeguards later, bro.
And they sent like everyone there, and then they got the mid wave in. No
Wait.
one has touched the bot wave for like 7 years.
They got the quilted
Bot wave
quicker
is
picker
all
upper.
the way into tier 2.
Quilted quicker
or
picker-
into tier 3, whatever.
See,
Oh my
Zaya
God,
value, Zaya value.
Zaya value.
Without Zaya Nami, none of that happens.
I'm
None
gonna
of
be
that
honest, this Renekton is like the most useless member of the.
Yeah, that's good cope. Instead of admitting that this is an amazing draft adaptation, you just cope about Renekton the extra. I see how it is.
I mean, we picked Renekton into Zaya.
Yeah, irrelevant. Exactly, because they got so
Oh, mind
confused.
Oh, we're
control.
going
They were
back?
mind controlled.
mind
exactly.
Is it happening? Is it happening? Oh my
This
god.
is insanity.
This is why we
on the
banned
flank.
Riven.
Insanity on the flank. Tomio looking for the steal.
Oh no, no, I've
Oh,
seen the
Dardak
story.
failed the pillar
I've seen the
there.
No,
story.
didn't get it.
Oh no.
Okay, Rookster.
Schwimmet. This looks like a big insanity.
Kick will be up.
Tomio steals this, doesn't
Kick is
he?
up. Kick is up.
This looks like a big
Oh,
insanity
no.
penta to me. Let's
Oh.
go. Oh, they flash for the wall.
Okay.
The Zaya value. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Oh
Well,
shit.
when they're all like half HP in the pit like that, I always think, okay, this is like free real estate for Rise, but he didn't quite capitalize. I think he could have.
Buffs acquired by CCG.
I don't know. Tomio kind of messed it up.
Was a great play.
I think. I'd like to see a replay, but I'm probably not gonna get one. So.
Shut down that Baron.
We might get the Philips and Oracle one day replay.
As the mistakes made before the Baron.
Hey, Infinity Edge Zaya, we're
I
scaling.
feel like that fight wasn't hype enough for them to replay it. I feel like I'm curious because I think
And
Tomio could. How did he use his Dragon Strike in that fight?
Yeah, I actually don't recognize. Actually, I think he
God.
just kicked the Zaya at the very end.
Yeah, but he could have kicked them back into the pit. And I think.
Oh yeah, the
Insanity can
Olaf
get,
that was
like-
like keeping it out of it.
Yeah, then I think Insanity can get like 2.
Being breathed in the CCG here with a
That's
couple
pretty good for them.
much needed. I mean, keep in
They don't get that kill on Corki without Zaya dying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
play as a team. A lot of
Absolute W.
Zaya value is insane right now.
I think so. Like only gold advantage Zaya. Just saying.
CCG, but they have
Only ADC alive, Zaya.
True. Only Vastine alive Zaya.
Oh man.
And also,
What?
we're not quite sure what happened.
I don't know if we should be doing that in grand finals.
And he got the rune prison. As this was a bane of
Aljun is
CCG in their last series against Winter
I don't know if I can make that joke. Anyway,
Okay.
we're good. We're good. Moving on. Next transition.
not without their battle scars. As we take a look back at Conviction realigning themselves into the spot lane.
So we just stabilize until Baron's gone, but I don't know. It could happen.
I miss when Kai was our observer.
If you're casting this, Eric.
Yeah.
If hypothetically.
This has to be a
I mean, he's
event.
not really casting. He's just shitposting with us. Anyway,
A sheet of paper, yes.
Sheet of
Sheet
paper
of
posting,
paper.
yes.
I can say one of those. It's fine. Anyway, technically not one of the banned words under athletics policy. That particular one.
Word up.
Sheet? Yeah, it's not. It's
Yeah,
paper.
sheet of paper, yeah.
Sheet of paper.
As long as they did. I know that Infinity Edge is big to have.
You derailed yourself so hard.
Yeah, I got completely derailed. It's fine. It was probably not that important. All
I
right.
said if I was casting this,
Oh yeah, how would you hype up CCG?
Is their
I wouldn't.
Oh no.
No, surely, no.
Oh no, it's over. It's over.
If you're a
But they have
real,
Baron still.
no, if you're a real blower in this situation, you'd be hyping up the Zaya.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Not as catchy. You'd be hyping up the Zaya.
This is the Tony moment. I just don't even.
Okay, this is where I hype it up. This is where I'm like, man, Fiji rookie of the split. Look at this guy go. He pressed body slam.
Oh,
The Nami wave?
Oh my god, the Nami value.
it did absolutely nothing.
Whoa. It dealt damage.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Zaya value there?
Do you not have the ballage?
Value?
Zaya value? Nami value? Bot lane value?
Oh,
Why is he still alive value?
Roa? Holy Roa.
Yeah.
Holy Roa, you've been down too long in the midnight sea.
Tactical was holding the line. The rocket that comes onto Aljun.
Well, Zaya did create some space there. I'm just
He
saying.
did.
And
he
so
did
did
make
Nami.
space. I mean, we all Rise ulted into the choke for Nami and Zaya ult usage, but you know they did use them, so that did happen.
There are definitely abilities being used.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
This just feels like a more degenerate LCK cast. Like even Atlas makes up words like slurkle for slowing circles.
the SL, the slur part, I thought it was going to be something else.
That's not good. That's not good.
Slurgle.
Slurkle. Yeah.
It sounds like that.
Sounds
even.
like a really bad episode of Steve Urkel or something.
It's a Slurgle episode.
Like low key, LCK casts are just podcasts.
They are. It's been that way for a while. I remember because Papa Smithy, like when Papa Smithy joined, he was like, the vibe should just be like
This grand final against Conviction.
vibing with your. Cause at the time, I think it was just him, Monty, and Doa were casting it.
Mhm.
And so sometimes it would be him and Monty, and he would just be like, yeah, it's just like Costream style. And I think it just kind of stuck for a while.
I think you know,
I
like,
think also Atlas just got super comfortable.
Yeah.
And
No, but I mean, that was the vibe that was
Yeah.
there for a while.
you remember when like Atlas was on cast? Like every pause, they just talk about Pokemon. I was like, why? Like I queue in, it's just Pokemon.
Normal LS stream, to be honest.
Oh well, that's stream, yeah. Like how? What color do you think this draft is? It's like yellow, right?
This draft is clearly beige. And
Clearly beige. But imagine, like, and that's what I'm saying. It's such an amazing draft adaptation because drafting blue purple into a yellow red comp is like such a good choice. At least I'm referring to Zion only.
But like, no one expects the beige. So.
No one expected the beige. Yeah.
look, man, something cognitive dissonance, something pretentious line.
But wait, what I really need to do right now is tell you the complete story of Dragon Ball.
Yes, that's like the only way. That's like the only way that you'll understand that when bot lane's pushed up, they can move to the dragon first. You know what I mean?
Homeo, Insanity, and Tactical.
It's impressive, man.
CCG being kept out of this river so far. Really see it's tough for them.
Oh, he walked up and now he's walking back.
Like, Red Icon shows there, that's like the biggest
Saw this matchup between him and Tactical was back in 2020. It went all 5
I
Can't even see. Is he?
Winner, Cypher would never sell like that.
He's not first,
Oh.
and he shouldn't be second.
Okay.
Oh, that was a nice body slam.
The Zaya value, wrong direction.
That was a nice
though.
body slam.
Star Fury, yes, that's what it's gonna be like. That's at the tip of your tongue here.
How'd Dardock get over there?
started by Conviction.
They tried to build in the Pop Blossom. It didn't connect.
If I hit top
Make
kill,
it
it's
difficult.
more, or they walk that way, and then it's way harder for them
Combo
to.
Barons at half. TP coming
This
back
is
for
desperation.
Aljun.
This is desperation.
Zaya value.
He's gonna make it. He's gonna
Zaya Why are we late?
It's the Baron completed by Conviction.
It's just like that one.
CCG's very eyes.
You're standing in the choke.
Rise doing so much damage on the way in for Trundle. Just
They're
doesn't
walking
have
up
the
and
way
walking
to
in
get the
there.
engage for CCG.
They have to either walk to the right,
Forward.
or they stay
And
and
the
they die.
engage tools being down. Dardock could not get in. Zoned out nicely by Insanity as Conviction take that Baron for themselves. Will have the Baron empowered waves to try and set up for the Elder Dragon if game does come down to Elder.
I'm here for it.
See, and that's why he's only second team All Pro. And first, yeah, All Pro, exactly. That's the difference.
One of the craziest playoffs.
Denethor's not even on the list, bro. That's still so sad.
Conviction trying to put a nice.
It's Zamudo, Sniper, Hoarder, and that's it.
W.
I don't think he deserves to be there.
June. Potentially for Conviction.
Eric's just not a real blower.
I am. I'm hating.
Engage, but
So they're saying like, yeah, I think Quarter and Sniper, like, they played decently well.
and
But I
we
still
haven't
think
seen them really be able to have the mic.
nah, he should not be there.
This guy. No, way, he deserves
Wait,
it.
wait. Denethor was on the list. He was on the list. I was thinking of Raz's votes, who didn't include Denethor.
In this sequence,
Okay.
You should tell him off.
this wave all the way in as they focus on getting the non-Baron wave further away from
What
the
you're saying
base to
is,
the top side. But
That's
Baron
got a big
wave
broke
off,
in the
that's
talk
pretty
area.
safe.
Yes.
Talk area.
He had too many modelos.
Modelos.
How do you think?
Conviction. Looks like they're gonna take a reset here.
Modelo?
About a minute and 10 seconds.
I think that's easy enough for him. Modal.
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 I love me a good modal.
I don't know. I was like, I forgive him. He's
for the big
Canadian,
fight.
you know?
Modal.
No, I don't forgive him.
What, you can't forgive him for being Canadian? That's crazy.
If he heard me pronounce some French stuff, he'd be.
That or what kind of tidal wave fine can they
Yeah, but the French deserve it.
True. Absolutely. Like, you heard it here. This is actually like the biggest W take that Eric has ever had.
synergize?
Yeah, less miserables.
But it's making it really difficult.
The Crocent. Allow me a good croissant.
Combos being played / attempted by the moment. Insanity pushing in mid. CCG know that as a tandem, they can't match the might of Conviction, so trying to play in the bot side, the worst side to play this dragon.
Tactical W.
But
Step
Insanity
up.
managing the mid wave the way he is, and Dardoch
Remember when Mazel used to do the French
taking a
gimmick?
big chunk there from Tactical. I mean, this is
Yeah.
spawning
And then they said, that's racist. You gotta stop doing that. And Mazel was just like, but I'm French. I'm French.
You gotta
I think it was just like,
it's usually when games
so
are over.
confused.
As Dardoch gonna try.
they were just like, why?
Honestly, that's like that is the question of the day.
And I had to like,
Back in the 90s, it's gonna be
I was trying to help him with his bits, right? Like, in all of his, and after a while, it was just very clear that like he just,
throwing in the face
that was
of
the try anything year, to be honest, to be fair, but it was clear with his bits that
It's
it
gonna
was
be the
kind of like,
game, and in a split where
everything
the
he wanted to do
angry
is
didn't look like it was gonna hoist the
context.
Yeah.
roster change, introducing
The question of the day: Why is anyone French?
Wow.
Why would anyone be French?
Look at this young roster of developing talent.
True. Not a single
Is
one.
Bounty really just aura farming right now? No, it's not.
First time for Conviction as an org, investing in players that have done it before.
I mean, Tomeo was
We
not
didn't
even
think that
in shape.
Insanity and Tommy would be
You just booked it. Did they stop talking?
the tandem back there was just what this team needed.
Perchance.
Big in the playoffs. It only got better for them throughout. Again, CCG, I think making it to
Did the sound go away?
accomplishment for them as a tandem.
Congratulations to our winners.
That's the stream.
That's the stream. Bye, Phillips Norelco, one blood.
And then with Sniper and Bounty around them, Sniper stepping back into Tier 2, hoisting his first Tier 2 trophy, he's got to feel good.
Remember
for him.
one time I
And Bounty,
took a
too, is
picture
really
of
stepping
Mazel's
up,
chest.
not shying away
And then while
from
the stream was
Interesting
going
way
on, I played tic-tac-toe with
to make
Yanni.
sure that they could find the victory.
Remember,
This is a team that I'm curious if they stick together for summer. Because of course, in summer, if you win or get top 2,
Steve's
you're
head.
playing for that
Yeah, there was,
LCS
I don't
slot.
know if
Something
you
that
were
this
on
team
there
in the
was
core
like,
3 were
it was
built
the
to do
bottom
last year with Luminosity Gaming.
he was like
Didn't
TSM
quite
versus
topple the
something.
skies, but the path to
And
try
it
to do
was,
that again is set forward for them, winning split 1 with conviction.
There, we couldn't
many
think of a
times did
good
they
way
make
to
it back
hype
there?
it
We
up,
just give 'em the
so we
spot,
just
man.
decided we'd have,
At this
like,
point,
that was when we had a host
trying
and
to stuff,
casters on
but-
every
I
stream.
missed that.
And
We decided that
again,
it
it's
was
such
just
a
gonna be
delight
like,
to see
we would keep score
Oh, there's sound.
of,
turned into.
like,
Right? There were so many questions when the roster
like,
swamp came
of
through.
multi-kills
What
or
this
whatever
was
on
gonna
Steve's
look like?
head.
Why wasn't there time
And that was
given?
just gonna be the bit.
And it turns out it was the
And,
right
like,
decision
one of the
for
casters had to
conviction
pretend
at
to cheer
least,
for
and
TSM and
to see Sniper and Bounty have such
CCG.
influence in
It takes
this
a lot to
series,
pretend
just
to cheer for
building
TSM.
And we
in
kept,
some
like,
ways, especially Sniper,
keeping up
where we
Steve's
had
ball
all those
head
question marks,
and
and to have a couple
having
back
him drawn
to
it.
bring out the vein and go like 6-0.
That's
or
pretty
whatever
funny.
in
Yeah,
game
so-
number
Or,
two.
it was during the
Those are
game,
kinds of
actually. So
moments
like,
that
if there was
show
a
the
kill, like during
flexing
the replay,
power
we
of
would hit
conviction,
Steve's head and then-
and moments like this where you see Tomio strut his stuff on a lead.
I remember
That's good.
I remember the walk-on show
I mean,
we
Tomio,
did
I think,
before where we
continues
had
to
the
provide
mascots
reasons to believe
drawn
in
on
him when I
Rafa
think a
and
lot of
my
other,
faces.
teams and players
then we
are
did the
trying to
guitar
provide
duel.
reasons to
Yeah, the
doubt him,
guitar duel
because
was fun.
Tomio
It was cool, but I just wish I could
title
hear what I was
hoisted-
playing.
hoisted with
It
this
was
team
like-
today. Or
Like I looked
Conviction,
back on that and I
again,
was like,
for
it's so
Conviction,
sloppy, and it's just because I
taking
can't
some
hear
pieces
myself at all.
together that have
I
had
didn't
success
actually
in Tier
like it.
2 before, had success in Tier 1 before.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
why
I
the
think
next time we
played
did it, they
smart,
actually gave me an
adding Tactical
earpiece
Bounty.
because I
They
did
deserve some
bring that
kudos
up.
for
And I was
that.
like, if I
Again,
can't hear what I'm
I think that
playing, then
from
it's
what
not
I've
going to
seen
sound
straight
good.
up, and Tactical really has been a big upgrade for this team. And Bounty stepping in, I know that he's not the player that
Cub. I can translate what they're saying. So basically they're saying, despite the
Phillips
Um,
Naraka one blade. Phillips Naraka one blade.
They're saying,
Phillips Naraka.
despite the razor-sharp decision-making draft adaptation sponsored by Philips Norelco One Blade to pick Zaya Nami into Corky,
Oh, there we go.
Nico, they were not able to win the game.
Sniper really elevated his play throughout the playoff run. Insanity, I think, has been decent for the split, but came into his own. And
Golf,
came
golf,
into
golf,
dominance
golf,
on
golf, 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 golf.
From Insanity in the mid lane for Tier
Nixon
2.
5, golf, golf,
With
golf,
Tomio
golf,
to back
golf.
it all up.
They listened to Taylor
Impressive
Swift
team
and
win
golf
for
with me.
Conviction. This is a team game. We've given
Good
CCG
take, good
rightfully
take.
so much
Will
praise
Cubby
for
no
how they've
longer
played as a
listens to
tandem
Taylor Swift.
throughout this regular
He
season
listens to
of
Sabrina
an
Carpenter.
ACL, but it was
No,
the
I mean, he still
individuals and
plays
the strength of
He
Conviction
does,
that
yeah.
experience did reign supreme today. I think made a really
Also, all
tough
of my
best of
players
series
are in
both
the loss
times
right
CCG
now,
went up
which
against
is black and
Conviction
white.
in this bracket.
Well, you fight fire with fire.
That.
No, that's Cubby.
Oh.
Cubby is the one who wears butter best.
A great performance on the Vibe.
Yeah,
an
yeah.
impeccable performance on the Sejuani. And just seemed like
Yeah, that's
he was
kinda
having
gross.
fun out there on the Lee Sin to finish it off.
Game
I think he
one
played
was
his
close.
role
I think
really
games
well.
2 and 3 Tokyo really controlled the games from start to
I think
finish.
I kind of agree with that.
Game
Because
2
it
out of
was
hand
like they were-
quickly, thanks to CCG
It's
not
so
finding
hard, though,
conversions on their first few
is the
plays
problem
attempted.
is that
And then game 3, he got big on that Lee Sin, made sure that his
kept
presence
drafting,
was
like,
felt for the rest of it.
multiple losing lanes.
Yeah, showed
So it kind
some of the
let-
AD control in the
but on
Vise,
one
some of
hand,
the
it was
tank
like,
control in the Sejuani, and some of the
yes, it's
flashiness.
unfortunate
The Lee Sin to wrap
that
up this 3-0 for Conviction. And Tomio wrapping up that MVP.
he's able to
So to give
invest so
himself a
much
selling
into
point.
the
No, any LCS teams watching out.
Also, like,
Let's see what you got.
has to guard
But
some
yeah,
jungle,
it's an
and
incredible story from Tomio,
always
and
pick
we get
advantage,
to
so whenever
continue to
Tomio
hear
goes
his story,
big,
as
it's
I
like
do believe I'm going to be
they
talking with him for our post-game interview. So, Cubby, I will see you after this, and I get to talk to my dear friend Tomio once again. Let's go ahead and bring him in, the MVP of the Grand Finals and the five-time NACL champion. How does it feel, man? You've been here so many times before.
Yeah.
You feel as sweet as before?
Yeah, definitely feels good because earlier in the split, or like just in general the split.
Without the
we had a lot
context of the
things to
third
work
game,
on.
I wouldn't put him MVP, but I
We're
think the
doing
Lee Sin
good.
game was pretty sharp. I think that's what put him over the
It's more
edge.
rewarding, I guess,
you play
because we're a 6th seed and we climbed through
a lot of the
the hardship, the troubles, and a lot of takes a lot of grit.
Please
Not
stop
just
farming
40 games, but
trophies.
just mentality. So this one feels a lot better because
It really is. Insanity in playoffs is
expect us
OP.
to win right away.
It's-
People expect us to do good at the beginning of the season, but we obviously didn't do that well, and now we're winning.
Well,
I
the
think
the
there's always
dig
better than
was
other
the first time we got playoffs Insanity
It's
memes
more of a
started.
challenge, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I gotta
it was the same thing last year with Luminosity, because like they were just like whatever during the season, and then once they hit playoffs, suddenly they locked in, and like Insanity was a complete monster. It was the same thing this year, where like Insanity was getting solo killed by Zach, for example, and now he's just playoffs hits, and he's like, well, now everyone dies.
Because it just matters how good you get as a
I
team,
think my favorite was
and individually as well.
when we did
in
those
playoffs.
like skill interviews, which I thought were really cool.
At least for this league, probably it's good to just lose.
He asked
know
Insanity
what
a
you
lot
need to work
about-
on.
He was,
'Cause if you're just
he was,
winning,
like already UNC status. When he was on
you just
the-
call it a day. You go home, you get some lotion,
So we were
rub your
asking
body,
him
and
about like
you're just
leadership
comfortable, you
style
know.
and stuff he did. He's like, I just
And
like
you're not
come
that
into
stressed
the
out because you're like, oh, we're
practice
just
room
winning
every
and
day and
it's
I
free.
like
You're
put
like,
on some chill tunes.
I don't know, we're undefeated in the
Our
split.
leadership style. It's like that.
You actually don't know what
He
you
said
need
some
to
other
work on.
stuff too, but he was just like,
If
I
they
think
actually
people just
pop
like
up,
feel like
it might be
they
too
come
late for
to
some
me
teams.
less job,
True that.
trying to make things
I gotta
better.
ask you though, you've been with this core a little while now, getting to
He's
play
also
with Tactical once again after
funny
the
as
swaps
hell.
came through, but Insanity in the mid lane. Your guys' duo was insane
Like,
today. What
The,
does that
the,
mean
the most
to
recent
be able
funny
to
thing to
play
me was
alongside
when
guys
Raz
you
was
approached
VOD
that
reviewing
now
the
top
Maryville
four
Winthrop
and getting
game.
there once again?
No, Maryville Supernova game.
I'd
The
say
Supernova beat them 2-1,
although
but Maryville should have won.
we've been playing
Like
for
they
a while,
literally got to the
I still
Nexus,
enjoy
and the way Insanity described it, he's like, Raz, look at this, look at this. It's Stevie Wonder Jin. Describing Scary Jerry getting hit by 4 tower shots trying to close the game.
behind the scenes, like
He used to have
Background.
everybody's when he was
I
in
still-
LCS, he just made them.
I'm happy playing with them, and
I don't know.
whether we won or lost today, I don't think it would change.
He was
my
pretty
opinion.
unhinged.
And I know
Yeah,
they can trust
usually-
me, and I can trust them to show up on the match day. So I think that's really
And that is what we
important,
need.
just trust.
We need more unhinged cringe
It
tweets.
truly is actually, and you get to see it
True.
unfold
It's
just
the
like
pro
this.
play's too
I
corporate
gotta
these
ask
days.
you,
Yeah.
I just like
we're at the end of the first
I have
split,
so much respect
right?
for
And
him.
I
I know
know
a lot of
improvement
people, like,
is a big focus for all of you guys. Getting back to tier 1 is a big focus for all of you guys. What do you
Mhm.
feel like you grew the most in this split? What do you feel like was that turning point that you're saying
I
that
have to respect
I've
him.
developed this to be able to go to that next level?
People used to talk
I'd say
about how
becoming
two players are just lazy
A
and
leader
just like
is
they
very
check.
important.
Definitely
especially
not
my
like
role.
that anymore. And they're
No.
still
And
doing it, and
Yeah.
they've been in tier 2 for so
Since
long.
I'm a
Yeah.
big voice in the game and out of the
And they're
game,
winning tier 2, which means
that
still
makes it
putting
so
a
I
lot
have
of
to hold
effort
a lot of
in,
responsibility.
still like consistently
whether
playing, and it's just
I use it poorly or
I would get so
correct.
discouraged
So
personally. So I just like I
just
respect
knowing
people
when
a lot.
to
Yeah.
kind of be able to control.
It's for the love of the
or have
game.
Yeah.
Cool
And when you
breaks,
think about it,
or,
that
like stuff
the cash incentive isn't as massive as they would have in Tier 1, and they're still playing it, so purely it is for love of the game, you know?
I gotta ask one last personal note of this one. The Lee Sin game, man, you pulled it back out. I know it's not something we've seen from you very often. You were gaming, dude. Were you just riding a high in that moment? You were hopping like crazy. You were going all over the place.
I mean, the challenge is pretty easy. I mean, some friends, I feel like
are still
the
playing
just
now.
advantage. The other teams can't play the game, and I'm the one that can pick. I mean, I can play everything
It's
because
so
I've
hard
been playing
to
for
get
long,
people
and I'm
to,
very
like,
fortunate
if
to
you
play
mention
everything.
Insanity
Because
to
I played
LCS
Rengar,
GM,
the mechanics just transfer
they'll
over.
probably just immediately.
It just looks like
Like,
you
that
met
is my
two champs
guess,
from
'cause
all
he's
these
just
teams,
been
and
around for so long,
no
they
flame,
think
of
that they
course.
know all there is to know about it.
Yeah.
So
Free
I bet if
win.
you put him in
The
LCS
jungler can't do
now, he'd
anything.
still do like fine.
Yeah.
Like, he would do
I can just
terrible.
pick whatever. Like I can just pull something out of my pocket if I want. Like I was thinking like Nidalee or Lee Sin
And
that
it
game,
just
but
has to be like
Lee Sin's probably fine
hard
because
playing
we
and
have Rise.
difficult to like motivate yourself to do this every day. So I just
Oh, I appreciate that mindset. Last thing I want to
So,
give you,
but
I'll
you
give
can
you
just
the
like
floor, give you
import a
the
Korean player from some like
anything you want to
18-year-old
say
from
about,
random
shout
team.
out or say before I let you go.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll probably shout out my team. Individually, I think Sniper, David, Sandy,
Yeah.
pulling through, throughout the split, scrims, try harding every day.
Just
Starting
saw
as a
Academy in
coach,
Tier 2
Lash,
as a
he deals with it's
requirement
like
of
Yeah.
franchising to go and actually
get the deal with everybody. Whether
I
they have
remember,
bad moments in
like, when
scrims or
TL had that
matches,
roster with, like,
moments.
Jenkins and,
Some days might not be easy, some days might be trash.
Insanity,
Shout out to the
Shoryu,
analyst, Arlen, because
who was their
he
support,
did a lot of
like,
spring work. I mean, analyst Loki,
I remember
nobody really talks about
it was my
analysts because
first
it's just
year coaching Tier 2 NA. And
it's
I
not, like
remember
it's
just
not a big
like
role. Like, you don't
watching
see it when you're watching. Or
Eve
you
do
see
an
the
interview
player, and
about
maybe the
promising
coach.
talent
So they still deserve a shout
in
out.
NA
You
or
don't get
whatever,
enough
since it's
recognition.
the
And
year
shout out to our
franchising
owners,
for NA. And it was like,
Nado,
someone asked him a question
Norman,
about
Ronak,
who on his
Anarchy.
roster
They all
is
support us.
being in like LCS.
Oh, I remember this.
And
I don't know, I guess.
why can I not
Hard
remember
to say something,
this
I mean,
guy's name? But it was like he didn't say anyone on his roster.
I just want to go back to LCS.
He
because
said
I want to see how I
That's what I
truly
the
do,
top
or like
laner streamer
how
that
well I
they had.
developed, and
Yeah, I remember.
Oh wow,
this.
yeah.
He didn't talk about anyone on his
Basically,
academy roster. He
okay.
talked about his top laner, like the one trick
I think promotion
top laner
tournament is very
streamer
important too.
that they had signed.
Mhm.
You can only see that at the end of the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually
I
wild.
don't know why I can't remember his name.
I think that's the only thing that
So strange. I
matters,
was just like,
important,
that's crazy.
at least for us,
That's what you said.
because
And if you don't believe in it, surely you just lie for optics
But it's
as
like,
well.
Yeah.
Like that
the
is crazy.
reality of this situation is that he probably said that
last year
because
we
he
didn't
didn't really know
Know the team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the
Yeah.
players on his team. Like, he probably had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, he just
See if they're
probably
revenge.
He doesn't even know what his roster is. Yeah.
Tamil, I just appreciate you and all of your team's mentalities on improvement and wanting to push back to that tier 1. So thank you, my
And now Tier 2 is where it is.
Give you the MVP.
And it kind of sucks.
Because
Now,
they
thank you
decided
so
that
much,
we
Tonya.
must-
We'll see you
that
soon,
the
I'm
best way
sure.
to save
I'm
money
going to go
after
ahead and
VC
bring
left
back
was
Hubby
to
with
cut
me to
Tier 2.
round out
It was nowhere near
split.
as expensive as Tier
And
1.
what a split it's been. Some great storylines in the playoffs, but it is
Even when, genuinely, I think more. Like I've enjoyed watching Tier 2, and the only reason I watch it is because like I get to sit here with Erick and watch it, right? It's been a great experience, but I think more people should watch it because one of my friends, Jolly, has been started watching NACL as well.
Not that
Like-
jolly.
Huh?
Not
Not that Jolly.
Yeah, I know which Jolly.
Yeah, she knows which Jolly I'm talking about. And he'll tune in. And I was talking to him the other day, and he said, he's like, oh, does like do like the finals of NACL like get more views than LCS? He's like, surely they should. I feel like NACL is where it's at comparatively to what's happening in LCS, like in terms of narratives and what's actually like going on, right? And I was like, you know what? I can't disagree with you actually in a sense, because I feel like the core LCS. There's like it's so soulless these days in like the nicest way possible, right? Like there's not a lot of narratives going. There's not a lot of storytelling. I feel like I've experienced more of that watching NACL in a sense than I would just the main broadcast product these days as a production kind of.
Really frank, I've watched more NACL than LCS in the past 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
it's just straight up, so I don't really know what the broadcast is like. Now
now, but I do know that it was slowly getting better in terms of just like narrative experience.
I think right now we're starting to see an upward swing, and a lot of it is because they're leaning into some of the younger players' personalities, like Griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin's been a big one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He had a conversation with the support where he's like, "Look, all you have to do is look at us. We've been in finals.
Oh, we're the big dogs. Just
We're
look
the
at
big dogs.
Look at me. Look at Quad. Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one. Because what was it? Yeah, Cryogen was like, Cryogen was like, I'm low-key really anxious and nervous playing this. He says, just look at me, look at Quad. We've been here. We've done this before. Like, that was a good club.
I think it's nice that they've done that because I think it was just there's so many years where I would have these conversations with GMs and broadcasters, and they would just be like, "Yeah, like players just don't have personalities or whatever," and it's like we just never get. It's a lot of effort to get their personalities out because you have to like talk to them behind the scenes, figure out what they like or what they want to talk about, all these things. Because it's like, yes, you put a mic in front of a rookie for the first time, and he's not gonna know what to say.
Like I remember there was a lot of judgment for Shaden. Exactly, for Shaden specifically, because his interview skills just were like not there, and they're like, oh my god, like he's just like, so bad at the interviewing part. But that's like something that's taught as well. Like it's a learned skill, right?
You have to learn it, and it's just, the result was, they have no personality, like no one cares, like all the stuff, because they were just trying to make it very sportsy and ESPN.
That's the big one, yeah.
And it's like, you don't see people throwing a mic in someone's face, like, at the end of every game in ESPN as much as, like. And then the appeal of esports is because it's been on streaming platforms and people stream, it's just the engagement.
And it's so personal. Again, I remember talking about this, like, at a very... I was just talking to my brother who, like, knows nothing about esports, right? But he's a big, like, traditional sports watcher, and I'm like, this is the appeal of esports. Like, two things. One is because there's personal streaming, like, you feel much more, like it's much easier to be a fan of a certain player because you feel like you know more about them, you get to watch them, because it's just an easy practice to like stream. Like you can't go out on a volleyball pitch and like stream like your GoPro and there's no commentary, like it's so hectic. That's not a game that you can stream everything. You can't be as engaged, right? You have to, it's just not that environment, right? That's like A1. And B, and I always remember saying, I'm like, one of the like big advantages that the esports ecosystem has over traditional sports, which is if you as an individual player are good enough, you will be in the same lobby as like the pros you like. Yeah. If you are like truly good enough, and that might be motivation, you will be in the lobby with whoever, Zamudo, Scary Jet. You'll be in the same solo queue lobbies as these people.
You get to do a pickup game with LeBron.
Exactly, but in reality, like you will. In traditional sports, there's no pickup game. Like you won't get a pickup game with LeBron James, right? You won't get a pickup game with Lionel Messi. Like that's just not how it works, right? But the advantage that esports has, like, is these personalities because you can actually have interactions with the best players, with these people. Their lives can be, or not their lives, their gameplay is much more public facing, and it has the potential to be much more public facing. And in a lot of ways, I feel like. It used to be very commonplace that just the best players always streamed as well and were on stream and just but not so much. Like actually I say that like 2020, 19, 18, 17, like all those. That was like even more so of it, but there's so like
Pro streamed in like before the VC era.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
maybe
you go back to like early personalities for like TSM, for example. It was because they got a gaming house, one of the first teams to do that, but they would really emphasize streaming.
Yes.
So you got to know Dyrus, you got to know Otman.
Exactly.
Like it made it very personal.
And there's just like two ways for an org or a region or an org to have optics, which is LCK will just have optics because they win. Like if you win, then you will have eyes on you, right? People want to watch the teams that win, the regions that win. And that's how like LCK and LPL will just have that draw because they win. They're winning teams, and you want to watch the best league, you just go like watch theirs, right? That's like in a sense, formulaically, that's like the easiest way. Well, you have to win if you want eyes on you, right? But on an execution level, that is obviously so like so difficult, right? So what's your next choice? You have to build an actual brand that is not just associated with winning, right? You have to build a personal brand. You have to involve the players for this personal brand to be built, right? You can't just, like, your brand can't just be winning, like the winningest roster, because that's just not.
We're gonna win
acceptable,
worlds.
right? Yeah, exactly.
This year we're gonna win worlds. This year we're gonna win worlds. We're leaving LCS.
And it's like even like optics for like Europe that worked for a minute when they were winning, like they were a very popular region because they were like winning MSI. They were like in finals, so then they had eyes on them, right? But that's just like So and even now it's like, okay, well, if that's not the case, you need to build brands. Yeah.
Like, esports is the competition of the parasocial game.
Yes, yes,
Like,
it is.
people are increasingly like, oh hey, I can follow this guy on Instagram, see everything he does, and I'm gonna stalk him or whatever. But it's, like, it's so easy to do that with esports players. I'm not
Exactly.
saying stalk esports players. I'm saying the fact that like people are increasingly parasocial.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
it's easier to get popular if you're just like engaging with your fan base more, and esports is a very easy way. Like esports games and streaming is like a very easy way to do that.
And it's like also like, what do you think Faker streams? He gets asked to stream. He's not like sitting there being like, I really want to hop on stream, but he gets asked to stream to keep building brands and to keep building rapport with like the fans of the org, right?
And even
fans.
his streams are not all League of Legends too.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll see him playing some like Shovel Knight stuff on the side too.
The crazy stuff too is that the base LCS contracts for like the 2018 to 2023 era, right? Like when money was good or whatever, where had streaming bonus clauses. So like almost every pro player had a clause in their contract that said you get like a certain amount of bonus pay if you stream a certain number of hours a week. And it was like a ridiculous number, right? It was like pretty high. I think it wasn't actually even that bad. It was like 40 hours a month or something. Something silly.
Yeah.
But it was like, it wasn't that difficult to do, especially since they just play anyway and they get the money if they turned on their stream at like 3 a.m., you know? Like, whatever. But it's just, no one did it. And it's just, we just don't want that free money.
Yes. And there were a lot of, like, because there were a lot of recognizable players that streamed, like Sneaky, Double Live, Bjergsen, like they streamed and they were still very public facing personas despite being, you know, pros on some of the best teams, right?
I think that's the big, like, back and forth, because it's just, I think everyone is kind of aware of the problem, right? Like, the broadcast is aware of the problem, the pro teams are aware of the problem, but no one thinks it's their responsibility to fix. Like, the LCS people will say, oh, like, these orgs are just, like, they're just really not, like, helpful in terms of, like, getting us to make content. Like, their players don't, they don't have their player streams. The players don't have personalities, and it's hard for us to make content. And then if you talk to, like, team owners, they're like, oh, we pay X amount of money to be, like, members of LCS or whatever, and they don't do anything to help grow our brand or to help get us partnerships or, like, to include our players in, like, some of this promotional stuff, and it's just like...
But that's like your job, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's,
if no one thinks it's their fault, then it's just not going to get fixed, so...
And I think
So we just hot potato the blame.
And I think it's also partially like if you're an upcoming player or someone that just starts a journey, like honestly, your personal brand is probably your biggest asset, and that's the most valuable thing. I think that also ties into what I think Griffin's been doing really well. He's built a personal brand from like 18, like, you know, as a streamer, as like playing, etc. So he's
saying back shots in your interview.
Exactly. So he's built a personal brand that people can associate with him. And then because like when it comes to also being recognized and your personal optics, like it's not objective. Like there's still subjective, heavily subjective elements to it. But if you are the most visible, the odds of you being noticed by the right org or the right opportunities is just higher, even if you're not objectively the best option or the best player there. And I'm not saying he is or isn't, but that's just the reality of how it works, right?
In a way, because of like the factors that we mentioned, it's just like as a player, you have to take the onus to build your own brand.
Yes, 100%.
Because your org is not even incentivized to build your own brand, because as soon as you leave, right, they lose a lot of their deals. Like a lot of the controversies around like Reckless and Fnatic and all this stuff is because most of the deals and the brand sponsors that Fnatic had at that time were just tied to Reckless.
Yes.
So
And
the idea of Reckless going to another team is crazy. So in that sense, like organization owners and teams are not incentivized to help you build your brand, because that's like value that doesn't come back to them, and they're constantly trying to think of stupid things like, oh, what if we do like sports and we have like a Cincinnati Cincinnati team or something like this, which is just like not how the people
Hey,
work.
man, I like Cincinnati Fear. Come on.
That's not how like, the esports. I don't know. It's the only name I can. That's not. It's just like not how the esports fan base works because of this parasocial element. So you do have to build the brand as players, and you do have to like. In a way, you have to, as org owners, invest in your time, make sure that they're happy, which like makes it very player-centric, which is also how we got the ridiculous VC blooming salaries, is because it's like, oh, all the value is just in the players themselves.
And it's also like about those topics, like that's the thing. Reckless went to G2 and it was instantly the face of their Ralph Lauren deal. Like he was the face of that deal, right? Even though he's been there for like a week or a month at that time. Instantly he's the face, right? And not to mention like teams like you have like tier 2 teams being more popular than most Western teams. I'm talking about Los Ratones because they just collected all the people that have personal brands that are very strong, like Reckless, Nemesis, K-Droll, Permastream, then we're very, very facing. It didn't matter how good they are, to be completely honest. They just had some of the like most valuable brand, like individuals as brands in the West. And they just put them in one team, and they're like, okay, stream. And
I mean, look at the viewership stats with that team.
Exactly, it was absolutely insane, right? So.
Yeah, I remember like when they were playing LEC, and I just kept saying that they're going to be bad. Like, they're just going to be bad in LEC. It was like, oh, but they're it's like people wanted them to be good.
Yes.
They liked them as people.
Exactly, they just wanted to see them.
People just like cheered for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. It's like the Detroit Lions. That's what I always say. It's like Detroit Lions is one of the worst football teams in wherever, but they have like a pretty large fan base, even outside of Detroit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of crazy.
And that's the thing, whether they're good or not doesn't matter. Exactly, it's actually secondary to the fact that they are just a strong brand that people want to watch, and it brings in so many, like even viewers that would otherwise not view the esport itself as a competition, because that's where all the takes come from, right? They're coming, they're like, oh, they'll win, and it's like, well, but you've never even watched another team, right? You've only watched it if it ever faces your favorite team, and that like doesn't matter. That's completely fine because that's just eyes on the sport. That's eyes on the teams. And eyes are what translates into money, which translates into like the success outcome. So. I mean, we even have, like, as I said, we even have a massive case study to prove that is, like, what you should be doing as an individual player, as an organization, right?
And even as your, like, yes, there's an argument made that, like, oh, our fans will leave.
Yeah.
But it's like, you will always, those people will just watch the best team anyway, so those eyes will still be on the league, right? Like, those eyes will still be on the league. But it's more about, like, if you are, there's the sympathy factor, there's the people who want to be the fans who's like, oh, I always believed in you, like when you make your big break, and those people will stay because you're constantly giving back to them in form of like content.
I kind of look at 2023. Since the conversation Cincinnati Fear came up, I feel like they're a great example of how to grow a fan base really quickly, because they quickly, especially in summer 23, became like a fan favorite team. A lot of people were rooting for. That's when they had Shochi, Philip. But one of the other things they were doing, they had, what was his name, Jay Chong, who was on their social medias. He was constantly posting videos that was detailing their personalities, putting just a lot of meme stuff, really, that you would see on like TikTok. But like you would also get player comms with Philip freaking out and screaming on mic after a pentakill. Like stuff like that made them really beloved by the NACL squad.
I don't know. Like, the more we talk about this, the more mad I'm just going to get. Because I feel like we've known this for Everyone knows this. Like, you could have this conversation with pretty much everyone at this point, and they agree. It's just that everyone's just lazy. Or something.
And
we agree, we're not doing anything.
No one wants to change it.
You genuinely speak at like any level from a casual watcher to a CEO, and they'd be fully aware of this like fact. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on. I mean, like, we're talking about each now.
Okay, barring
personal experience.
No, I feel like
any team or org that has like some awareness of the history, right?
Yes.
But they also just are constantly, like, I think one of the biggest problems, like I said before, is that if it's up to the orgs to do something about it, they're looking for ways to emphasize their brand separate from their players. I just don't think they should.
That's not how it works. Again, this is another interesting conversation I have with my brother where it's like, he's like, oh, what team do you support? I'm like, well, it depends every split because it is player based. Like my support is player based, or I'll look at the rosters and I'll be like, okay, this is the roster I like, or this is the team with the specific playstyle that I like, which is him as a Premier League watcher. It's inconceivable to not have one team and to support it your entire life, or for most of your life, right? Which will be, in traditional sports, you'll be like, who do you support? Like, Riley will say Man United. That's his entire life. Like, for the rest of his life, that will be the team that he supports, right? But for an esports viewer, and this is why it's even more so, like, which team do I like in LPL? TES. Why? I like Jackie Love. Jackie Love leaves, I'll probably like a different team. Or similar to like other players across the globe. You have specific players that are standout to you, partially because it is so player emphasized, like the gameplay, but also it's like 5 people, right? 5 people playing for a team. It's a very small kind of team game, right? When it comes to how many people are actually not on the court, playing at a time. So it's inconceivable for me to say, well, yeah, like 2 people left, their entire playstyle changed. I don't like their playstyle anymore, therefore I'm not a fan of that team, right?
That's why it's like you'll have there are multiple reasons why teams are bad at this, and one is that they consistently hire terrible marketing.
Yeah.
But the other one is or who come from sports or who come from something that just doesn't understand the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other reason is just that board owners themselves just don't see the point of investing a lot into improving the brands of their players when they feel like that's just
Yeah.
they have to sell the player, or they created this weird contract where the salary spikes way high in year 3, so they know for sure they're only going to keep them for 2 years before they break the contract. Like stupid stuff like this.
But it's not, I feel like it's only like specific places where you can try and build regional fan bases.
Yeah.
Like I think Europe is one of those places to an extent, where just because there's so many different countries within the European Union, it makes that like you get those pockets. Even same thing in Latin America. Like I think of Astral over in Latin America and how passionate their fan base is. How many times I got called Huevo by them. But like that just will not work everywhere. It's especially not in North America.
But even like you talk to like Latin fans and like Brazilian fans, and they'll still be fans of players. You know what I mean? Like they'll still be fans of, like before teams in particular, they'll still be fans of players. And it's just like the regional fan base ends up being like great fans of leagues. This is why I do think it has to be a broadcast responsibility, right?
Yeah.
It's like broadcast has to be the one who's investing. And yes, I get full stuff where it's like, I don't know, I was in one of the most just demoralizing, I don't know how long the NBA's last, no one cares. Anyway, I was in one of the most demoralizing meetings where it's just like a wide, they had done a bunch of different, like, this was before Marcy was the commissioner, I forget. Jackie, I think?
Jackie, yeah.
Jackie was the commissioner, so she was just holding meetings with like every single subgroup that worked on the product. And this was like the producer meeting, and I was sitting there, and they were like content producers, and they were talking about how they didn't want to work weekends, or they didn't want to work at night when the teams were done practicing. They didn't want to work non-traditional hours, and I'm just like, okay, then we're just never doing content, I guess. Like I get that you guys don't want to, right? But it's
doesn't mean that's the right thing to.
It's like,
You need a schedule that works around their schedule.
It's like it's just we have to figure it out, because this has been the schedule for years and years and years for these guys. They work already like 80, like the players already work so many hours. You know what I mean? Like they work more hours than you do. I know we all work a lot of hours as producers, but the players work more hours. And it was just like one of those conversations. It was very kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter because we don't win international events. So any effort that we put in is just like not gonna matter. And I'm just like, there's so much stuff about this. It's just like we're not even trying.
And exactly.
Deciding what the problem is without even investigating other alternatives.
And it's kind of what I said. It's the easy route is to say, we just need to win and therefore we'll have fans. Like if we win, we'll have fans, right? But that's like that's not a plausible. That's not an easy. Like that's the harder route. In all honesty, that is the much harder route than just admitting like, okay, like we'll try. Like obviously that's our bottom line is to try to win. But in the meantime, like we have to be exploring the option of actually building a brand that is not associated just with the odds of winning, right? And in Europe, exactly, you have the microcosms, and that's the other thing. It doesn't have to be an org, doesn't have to be a player. People will be fans of leagues. Like the French fans will be fans of the best French team, right? That's what they like. That is KC now, but if KC wasn't that, they'd probably lose a margin of their fans to just the winningest French team, right? People just want to see whatever affiliation they have or whatever group affiliation they have winning. And it's the same thing where, like, you go to Worlds. You're a fan of whatever European team. You're now a fan of the best European team at Worlds because you just want to see Europe win. You want to see your region win or do its best possible, right? So it's not like that all just completely disappears. Like all these affinities will have like sub-cosms of it. It'll be like, okay, I'm a European, so I watch the European League. I want them to win, but this is my favorite team. Like, whatever. Fnatic is my favorite. I'd never say that, but let's just say Fnatic is my favorite team. Fnatic is my favorite team. And
yeah, we'll edit that out. You know.
Razork is my favorite player, but like if they're not there, then I like go up the pyramid of who I support and who I want to see and what I'm there for. So this is a way to involve people in just generally enjoying the esport itself. And then it all just trickles down to whatever is available for them to watch and has the closest affinity to what they like.
Right. Yeah, and that's why it's also just super problematic that Riot owns the broadcast. Whereas it's like, because I'm just thinking about, because Riot is beholden to the teams, because the teams have paid franchise fees, right? And they owe them a certain amount of money, they owe them a certain amount of brand deal. They have to spread around their revenue or like whatever else, which by the way, they basically just give everyone minimum every year because people don't make more than that, you know? But it's, so they have to do this and they have to be beholden to the teams. The broadcast should not be, you know what I mean? The broadcast should not, like all these broadcast meetings about how do we improve the fan base and the viewership and the engagement is based on how do we make people fans of our teams, which I think the broadcast should be like, that's not the way we're doing it, right? That's not the best way to approach it. Let's try making people fans of our players. And I think that should be the mentality, that should be the idea and what drives them, but you know, all of these, at least when I was there, it's 2022 now, so it's probably better or it's probably different. I'm not saying it's not, but it's like, when I was there, it was just so much, how do we get people to be fans of our brands and our teams? And less about players. Whereas if you are, I think if you're the broadcast and you're not run by Riot, you will think more like what's good for our viewership, less the like what's good for our brand. So I don't know.
But I think even partly, because it brings it back to the question that you said, you're like, well, nobody thinks it's their responsibility to do, they think it's someone else's. But in the flip sense of it is actually everyone's responsibility. The player should be building his brand. The team should be building the team's brand. The cast or the region should be building the regional brand. And everyone should, if everyone is building the brand that is actually of interest to them in a kind of self-serving fashion, it's not like the efforts of a player to build his brand supersede or actually are at the detriment of the team. No, they actually go hand in hand. Yeah, exactly. They feed into each other. And a player building his brand and an org building his brand and the region building his brand all feed on top of each other. It's a multiplicative effect because you're all part of the same like wider ecosystem, right?
Yeah, I just don't think teams know how to build team brands.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, it's very difficult because you have to rely on your players to be base of your team. Or unless you're like Nation, right? Your ownership is not very good base of your team. And even outside of COD, like people don't care that much about it. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of, I think it's like you have to kind of have this idea of like content branding in a way. It's like you're gonna get this for a while. Like Deep Toss videos were funny, right? Like they were engaging. So you get like certain content bits that you know, they're gonna come out. Like they're consistently gonna release or whatever. But it's just, I think it's just really hard team brands. And if you're focusing on building team brands, a lot of times it will be at the expense of building player brands, which I think is the easiest way to build an audience right now. And severely underexplored, so I think that has to be started first.
Where are photo cards, man?
I think a lot of times, like, team owners just keep themselves in like, just swallow their own feet. They're just, like, not able to see that is the best way to try to do something right now.
Give me the photo card merch.
Photo cards?
Yeah, the players.
And I also think for a team, because as you said, the risk is that, like, well, it inflates the value of the player for them to have a better personal brand. But there's even like 2 avenues to approach it from, or 3 actually. So one is, well, if they're on contract, you can sell them for a higher amount of money. Like if you build their brand, right?
Yeah.
You build them up means you can sell them for more, right? That's like kind of the immediate payoff. The second one is obviously the player feeds into your brand while he's there, and if his brand value is higher, it means it translates into better value for your team. But I think the third one, and this is, like, I have to admit, this is something that there's a few teams that do excellently. I'll say like T1, I think KC do it. They actually attract some of the top talent because they know that these teams actually build brands, and that means that you can be a part of a brand that is strong. And we see this, that there's now NA players opting for European teams, and it's not because of level of competition, it is truly because they think that the chances of them having a better optics and a better brand is more likely in these European orgs like KC, etc., that either have an affinity connection to kind of like a local community or whatever, but they build, they know they'll arrive and they'll build brand, and that's
they
T1
make them feel like
players.
royalty, man.
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
Crazy.
And I think that's T1 as well. T1 gets the pick of the litter. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
That's also because
They have a strong brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's so like I can play tier 2 here and get chicken.
Yes, yes.
In Europe and like maybe I get like enough money for an apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, like, every time you go on Twitter and you see there's like rumors about an NA player who's going to go over, whether it be like Yukino, Toasty Alex, Busio, you'll see fans from that base interacting with that tweet and trying their best to just love bomb them to come over to Europe. Like, yeah.
No, but it's so strange because it's also just such an American thing to do is hate your own.
I will not comment. I'm not an American. I can't.
Respect.
I have no right to comment on this.
But this is like one of the things because I've talked to. I will not break someone else's NDA. I've talked to someone and who's like on the broadcast team, and I've talked to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like one of the things is that you had like one thing that happened in the last like several years was the people who built up the LOL ended up taking over for the Americas, like in general. Like so a lot of the ownership, and maybe they changed it again. Like again, keep in mind a lot of my information is maybe 2 years outdated. But they brought, and to my knowledge, they're still there. They brought like Carlos like that over from not
Thank you. Got worried there for a second.
like a bunch of people who were running and built up like the CBL broadcast to be very successful came over to run like the entire American products, right? So like to run like the LCS brand. That's why you have like some of the integrations with the other stuff that happen. The branding is very weird. It was like one of the questions that got brought up, or is continuously brought up by some of the like broadcast on for LCS and people who are more familiar with the culture of like our fan base. But ask like, how are you going to get like people to be fans of? Because your average LCS team is like what 2.5 non-Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of these people are not
I like the 0.5.
a lot of how do you get people to be fans of like these people or to like these? And I say, oh, but it's like coming from CBLOL, Korean players come and like the CBLOL fans like love Bob because it's like they just want to play with their
Yeah.
they just don't fundamentally understand the like weird like. I think the Americans is like very unique in this regard. I don't know.
I mean, because there's just
been so
quite a
many
bit of negative connotation with having import players
and there's a big
historically.
conflict between like team ownership on it and the fan base. We're not as big as that. And I think a lot of it's for good reason because team ownership has been very stupid about like the hire. Right?
Understatement.
So it's not really there's not a lot of trust when some of these players get brought over. And it's just a lot of it is just very difficult to tackle, but like I think to this person who came, I will not
Their name shall not be spoken.
Whatever. Like one of their biggest issues is just that has never been like a satisfactory answer on like how to handle this particular problem in terms of like fan base and building for a lot of the players in the LCS that doesn't really exist.
Because it is very NA specific, because China imports, Europe imports, and they also fill out their slots. A lot of these teams fill out their 2 import slots, and they have maximized on the imports possible, yet they don't have the same optics issues that NA teams do. They don't get viewed like in a negative light. So it's very much a framing optics and also a historical thing, you know. But Europe also used to just have full import, like max their import slots,
Yeah,
but
I
they
think
don't
that
have
also
competition.
leans into the problem of development in North America, right? Because like Europe has a great scene when it comes to like the ERLs overall, whereas like North America just wasted tier 2.
Yeah, people have just given up on the top. But the other issue is that a lot of times, like, there's been so many years where NA players themselves have just been perceived bad, and it's very easy for American fans to like hate NA players for being NA as well. So there's just like a lot of, I think it's just way less regional pride. In general, like we're not proud of our region in any way. So it's like when people come to play for us, it's not seen as a cool thing. So, and when we are bringing up our own talent, it's also not cool that they're like American, right? Like neither of those things are that cool to us because we just think of ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of regional pride,
That's being real. Yeah, that's being real.
So I don't really know like how to deal with that problem because it's like regional pride is such a weird and complicated topic, and maybe you need to have a history degree to fully understand. But like,
Yeah, because I unlike the backdrop of what it means to be European, it's quite the opposite. You're almost like the emissary. You're supposed to go out and tell everyone how great the country is, right? Even if like that's just objectively not true, you're supposed to like bring up and highlight all the positive aspects. You're supposed to like go out, and I think that's just maybe a wider American culture thing. I think maybe because the popular media currently is so
I'm trying to
against what America is on a global stage, whereas that's not the case for European countries.
I feel like if you go very early on into League of Legends, for like 2014, there was a strong sense of regional pride for North America. Like even when the Korean League was announced, we're like, oh, we're going to beat them. We're going to be so much better than them. We'd go to every Worlds thinking this is our best shot. And like, I think a lot of that has to deal with the fact that we put our identity around like, this is the year we're going to win Worlds. We are going to be the best eventually. And when that ran dry and we realized, oh, we're just fighting for the bronze medal every year, is when that identity kind of died in regional pride with it. Because you look at CBLOL, they're not one of the winningest regions in the world, but their regional pride is insane, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really strange. Like I remember, it's not specific to being proud of our esports team either, though. Like it's not specific to that. 'Cause it's just like I remember hanging out with Selfie in the morning, like when I would coach HK, and I would make some comment about like America sucks or whatever, and he would say something like, "I don't understand." Like he says, like it's not just you. It's like I'm from Poland. Poland is like one of the worst countries in the world. But I still say, yeah, Poland, go Poland. Poland
and that's literally what I said just now, right? It's like you have to, like the expectation is to go out and be like, yeah, Latvia is amazing. Like it doesn't matter that it's corrupt or whatever. It's just amazing, like all these things. But I feel like, and this just like goes beyond esports. I feel like it is really very frowned upon for American to be like, no, America's amazing. Like it's so great. Like you're supposed to almost go out in the world and be like, yeah, we're so bad. Like I went to boarding school with like 84 people from across 84 different countries, and they were like, some of my closest friends were Americans, and holy was it hard for them to be in that school, because it's almost like they always had to be like, oh, I'm sorry to everyone because I'm sorry for being American because we did this to this country, we did this to this country. You almost have to be like, they're like, we can't be proud because they'll mistake our pride for like justifying whatever is going on in the world and every political thing that happens. So you almost always have to be like, yeah, it's so bad. I'm sorry. This is so horrible. We're so horrible. That like you almost have to carry like consistent guilt about being American, because the second you drop the guilt and just start recognizing the very good aspects. And there's a lot of good aspects about the States. Like, let me tell you that as someone who's come here, right? It's almost like the perception is, oh, so you're proud of everything that your country does and everything that it stands for, right? Like, which is a horrible kind of dynamic to balance.
It's like so strange because I get it because it's like America was recently the biggest like global power or whatever.
Yes.
But like, I meet British people who are like, yeah.
Yes, I know what you mean. That exactly where it's like it's like
committed like some of the greatest.
Yes, and they're like, wow, that was amazing. We're the best. And it's like, okay, that's absolutely.
But I guess it's like not as recent.
So
it's not as bad.
We spent
so are
the
you saying
majority of world history doing that, but not recently.
So what you're saying is.
Recently, it's just all America.
So you're saying just give the USA 50 years and we'll have regional.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that means that I have to like study history or sociology to say why it is.
But there is some of it. I can testify to you that yes, there's when Americans go abroad, it is a very difficult time for them to be able to express how much they love their country without being judged for it. You know.
There's like this weird perception in the U.S. right now, and again, all of this is anecdotal. Like I don't have any studies or anything to back this up, but like there's this weird perception right now that it's like uneducated people are proud of being American. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're going abroad and you're interacting with foreigners or whatever, if you're educated and informed, you know that America is a bad place for you. So I don't really. It's like it's such a strange because I don't necessarily think that's consistently true all the time, but there's definitely like this connotation to it.
No, it's not. There's a lot of reasons to be proud about it, but I feel like due to certain political climates going on, it's taken away from them.
But also some of it, and this is like from my personal experience. Like I got a lot of like, oh, you're going to the States? No. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you leave Europe at this point to go to the States? Like, isn't it so bad, so horrible? And there's like two things. So, like, genuinely. Like, so many people like ask me that, and they're like, "Are you crazy? Like, why would you go now?" And it's like two things. One is my immediate response is, the rest of the world isn't doing too hot either. Like, that's the other thing, right? It's not like Europe's not doing too hot either. We're also going through certain political climates that are questionable, but we're just not at the same level of scrutiny across the global stage that the States is, right? That's one thing. And second thing is, it's just media perception. Like they're always like, oh, how is it on the ground? I'm like, there's no difference. I can't feel it in my personal day-to-day life, right? Like well, I mean, as I live life here.
Some of the bad stuff gets like overly exposed in the media to the point where you'll hear from like I've seen interviews in Japan where it's like, oh, when I went to America, I thought I was going to hear gunshots all the time. It's like what?
Only sometimes.
Just I remember talking to LG because I talked to LG a lot in like 2015. We were talking about that in 2015, but we were in Paris, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my gosh, we went like. I was talking about the place, and he said, "Oh my gosh, we went to a gas station, and I got bugged, and it was just like in the movie."
Oh, so he had the experience. Like he's going back home and being like, "Oh my God, guys, let me tell you, I got mugged in a gas station. That was amazing.
It was part of the experience."
It's like, there was like a lot of people because I was in like before. I was like in Shanghai for the playoffs, right? And so like a lot of people ask me, it's like, oh, I hear like Paris is very dangerous, and I'm like, what? They're like, oh, there's so much pickpocketing there. And I'm like, so it's just like different cultural perception. But I think a lot of it is just people self-select a lot for like people and the opinions that they want around themselves. So it's like
that's true.
You won't go to a place in America that you feel like you're not gonna buy.
Yeah, and I'm also thinking about it now. Like in the popular like media or like the perception of it, like if someone would type in chat, "America's the best, I love it here," you'd imagine like a redneck like shooting guns like in the air. You know what I mean? On their pickup truck, like driving through the countryside. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what you said. Uneducated rednecks like shooting guns, etc. But that's just like not how it is and not how it needs to be, even if that is the case, right? Like that's not how it needs to be, yes.
I guess that centered on a certain demographic of people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's the way it has been for a bit. It sucks because it's like I think there are a lot of people who are proud of being American, right?
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so. They should be. Like that's the thing. It shouldn't be. That's exactly what you referencing to your selfie comment.
Yeah.
It's a choice to me because there's so many. There's pros and cons in every country, and that's the other thing. When people are like, "Oh, what do you like it better?" I'm like, "There's just pros and cons. It's different. It is different, right? There's like, I don't think there's an objective answer to this, and it varies person to person, as well, right? So.
And admittedly, like Selfie said this, even said this, like a shorter list, but like he could name like every Polish composer, scientist, like whatever, like he could just name them because he knew them, and he was like so proud that
Yeah.
this was the legacy of like people who from his country.
But you can do that for the States, except the list is gargantuan.
Yeah.
So, you know,
The list
for.
is, like, arguably very long,
Yes.
and, like the same thing with like the UK, right? So, like,
Yes.
I remember having this conversation because I have a lot of British friends like being in esports. Like you ended up talking to a lot of people who speak English, and like UK is the other place where there's a lot of English speakers. It's just like, oh, if I say, oh, I like this actor, it's like, oh, he's British.
Yeah.
There's just like a lot of stuff like that. So it's yeah, it's interesting because there is a very long list, but at the same time, what we'll say is like, oh, like right now it sucks. I don't know. It's interesting. I think it is definitely a problem particular to LCS in terms of fan base growth.
Oh, we took it back. We took it back.
No,
we got us
agree.
back there.
I agree fully. Because no other region is experiencing
Yeah.
the same level, like those same patterns and dynamics. I think if I'm like correct with my statistics, I think every other region is growing, even if incrementally so.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure because I think China also is.
I've heard they have
Really?
yeah.
Well, they don't really publicize their stats the same way
They
that
don't
other regions
publicize
do.
their stats as specifically, but that's also because it's not on the same websites.
Yeah.
Like I have talked to like social media managers
Mhm.
and like RNG before they moved. Basically, they were trying to like kind of save their brand by appealing to English language fan base, and they're like, maybe this is like not an easy thing to do, and maybe there aren't a lot of like English speakers who will watch LPL. It's just that no one is trying to appeal to them at all, and you can't compete with like these other brands in terms of like the Chinese fan base. So maybe like, that's the easier way. And then they're just talking about how difficult it was because of the. I think the interesting thing about the LPL and the Chinese scene is just the wide variety of team ownership groups that you get. Because you'll get like Joe Schmo who really just likes esports still, and then you'll get like the Amazon of China.
No, and
like,
what you reference is literally like IG versus JDG.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so.
And IG is like not even run by Joe Schmo. He's literally like the son of the biggest billionaire.
Yeah.
So it's like yet another dynamic. Right?
Not like Joe Schmo, but obviously someone who's like, oh, I personally enjoy esports a lot, so I want this team and I want my old IG back.
But you have like RNG, who's like originally an esports brand, right? And you have like OMG, who's originally an esports brand, like a league-specific esports brand. So not even like IG or LGD, which were like from Dota. But you have these brands, and then you have like BLGs, your Weibo, like your JDGs, like these brands are huge. Like we don't have anyone that huge in I think LCS or at least.
Because we have like brands like Shopify, etc. coming in, but nothing of the likes of whatever you'd have. Like it would be the equivalent of having like Amazon. Amazon Gaming, that's like the team, right?
Is basically like Amazon.
Or
BLG is basically like YouTube.
Whatever, like Saudi Aramco TSM, like something like that, like literally. Or even like Korea's the same, like DK, like Kia, massive, like company Hanwha Life, like
I mean,
the original SKT.
Yeah, exactly.
And KT, like I think people ask me, this conversation came up because I was watching Six's NACL Costream, and we were talking about like how much money does Baker make, and it's like, his salary is very large, yes, but I think probably most of his money comes from the fact that he's like literally a board member.
Yeah, shareholders.
A shareholder, board member on one of Korea's two biggest like internet providers in the entire country. Like that's pretty crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. So they have like big brands that are behind these teams, and that's like I'm thinking like most of LCK, like their biggest teams. I think Gen G hasn't been acquired by a massive brand. Yeah, at least they haven't been rebranded to, you know, because as HLE, Hong Kong Life Insurance group is also a massive, you know.
But there's like a variety of different people involved in the LPL, and it's just like I was talking to this guy, and it's just like it's so hard to compete. And even with the salary cap, because they had to implement the salary cap. Even with the salary cap, I cannot like afford to compete with.
Can I afford to buy Knight? No. Okay, we're not winning. So that is yes, that is how LPL works exactly.
Like Europe is, can I afford to buy caps?
And NA is currently, can I afford to buy Inspired? So it is though. It is. So.
I think we've derailed heavily here though, but so we should probably just close up shop for the stream.
Before I start forgetting all of my ideas, it's fine.
It was a nice podcast though. I like this.
Yeah, we got a little podcast going this time. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Whoever's there, I know Kelsey still has it on her computer, so thank you, other Kelsey.
Big ups, Kelsey's computer.
And tune in next time, which will be quite a while from here. We got summer that will be coming up in August, I believe.
Yeah.
So then we'll be back on the Costream then. But for now, peace out. What button is it? Here it is.